What is going on, everybody? We are finally here with our live stream. Zach, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Just chilling here, ready for some Blue Jackets, Dallas action. Just watching the Minnesota game against Arizona. So doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, man?
Oh, another day, buddy. Another day. I have a lot of alcohol. Hopefully, it will get me through the game. We'll see. We got the Montreal game going on, as well as the sick Minnesota Yotes game. If you guys watching this are not looking at the game, that both teams are rocking their reverse retros, and it looks pretty sick. Obviously, you can't get over the Coyotes badass retro.
No, for sure. Those are really nice. I don't know, man. Like I was telling you off stream before we started, man. These Minnesota Wild ones are so nice. Like the ones they have now are good, but these retros, if they made these their primary jerseys with this color scheme and made a home version of these, top 3 easily in the league of best home road combos in the entire NHL.
Oh yeah,
by far. These are just so nice.
You're gonna have a tough time trying to convince a Stars fan that though, because they're still pissed because it's you took the North Stars. Well, I mean, yes and no, and whatever, dude. Whatever.
I mean,
you guys will get over it.
Yeah, I mean, they're allowed to use these for reverse retro, make them primaries. Let's just do it. Like,
yeah,
these are just so nice. Like the font and the color are just so great. Like, I don't know why you would not go with these as your primaries. Like,
I'm honestly not sure. I really don't. It's such a cool jersey, and they're so sick that why you would try to avoid those doesn't really make much sense to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, if the Coyotes go with the Kachinas as their primary homes and they made a road version of those, easily top 1. I mean, I don't know any other ones that'd be better than that, honestly, for if you're going full on Kachinas for home and roads.
Oh,
why not, right?
They might as well just rebrand. I don't want to say rebrand, but use those as your entire jerseys. Why not, man?
Do home and roads and your main logo instead of the Coyote head, it's the Kachina again. Yeah, why not? Let's just go all in on the Kachinas and just do it. Why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, still those reverse retros are sick, and the fact that it's
beyond sick.
They have a double reverse retro. Oh, and the Wild score, nice.
Oh, you're actually ahead of me right now. I'm right now about 5:47 into the period. Yeah, just seeing the goal now. Wow, man, you're a little bit ahead of me on the stream. That took a bit.
Yes. Good old our friends over at Slapshot Sweethearts. Love the yoke. You always love the yoke, right? You have to.
I don't know. I'd say probably the best jerseys I've seen so far this year out of anything new are those Senator ones. Those ones are so nice. Like, let's be honest.
Oh, those jerseys are slick.
Those 2Ds, like, I know the new Air Sens boys are gonna love this. Like, I picked Ottawa as my Canadian team, and I'm definitely getting a Tim Stützle jersey because the fact that you got the umlaut on top of the U.
Yeah.
And just the fact that how slick those things are, how can you not get one?
You have to.
They're so perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I love that 2D logo too. I know some other people may or may not be watching this right now. Didn't rank it very high.
Awkward.
But no, for real though. Personally, I love the logo.
Oh, for sure.
It looks like they might be challenging for offsides.
There's like at least
they're showing that replay. You'll probably seen it now.
3 guys are off. Looks like 3 guys are offsides before the puck's even across the blue line.
Nope, puck is dropped. Right on.
Oh, there you go. So that's what I get for being on a delay. You're getting stuff like so much faster than I am.
Man, that's what you get with gigabit internet. I decided to pay for it for work, so.
That must be. I'm literally watching this on my TV off of my Roku with the NHL live stream, like off their actual thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how slow. I don't know how behind I can be when it's it's crazy.
Be super behind, man.
I guess so. It's the actual NHL like live feed. Like I don't know how I'm behind on the live feed from the actual league, but
yeah.
Welcome to the NHL, I guess.
Well, guys listening, we actually got one of our buddies that we are going to throw in here. This is our friend Howard from our Facebook page. We run a Facebook page, Between the Pipes Hockey. It's all about hockey memes, hanging out, just trash talking everybody else. And he's one of the Bruins admins. Let's go ahead and pop him on in here right here. Howard, what is up, guys?
What's going on, Howard? All right. First of all, that Bork jersey in the background, fantastic. Fantastic Borky jersey. Just so nice. So nice.
Just having some technical difficulties with sound. When you added me, went off.
Oh,
give me 1 second. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Can you hear us fine? Oh, man. You hate to see it.
Yeah, typical Bruins fan. Absolutely ridiculous.
Bruins fans, I tell you. See,
this isn't a good start.
Where's GarageBeard's Chad when you need him?
Oh, of course. I don't know if we can have too many Bruins fans. I mean, he's from across the pond over in Australia.
That's what happens. You get the Australia. You try to get connections from Australia, I guess.
Yeah, that's what those the internet over in Australia does for you.
Too many Bruins fans in our circles. Yeah, unfortunately, my father-in-law is also a Bruins fan, so I mean, of course, just more Bruins in my life, I guess. Oh,
all right. Give me a second. For some reason, my I can't hear you guys now.
All right.
Of course, for our first guest, and he can't even hear us. Like, perfect start to our night for this live stream.
Oh, I get it. No, but yeah, we're excited to finally get the live stream going. We're gonna have some pretty cool stuff today.
Yeah. How about that? How about that Matt Barzell goal earlier today,
dude? That thing was
Jersey?
Nuts.
Like, I can't believe that guy of his caliber can just be on a team like New York. And it's like, imagine on a more offensive team.
Yeah. Yeah. Little Boomer. What's up, buddy? Yes, you can have too many Bruins fans. Always.
Yes. That is a fact.
Are the scum of the earth.
I'm going to have to hold my regards. Like I said, my father-in-law is a Bruins fan, and he listens to our podcast and all this stuff. So I'm going to try to refrain from having my thoughts put out there on the Bruins. But
it's all right. Hey, I will do it for you. The Bruins fans are literally disgusting.
Minnesota just scored again. It's now 2-0.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Do you know who it was? I wasn't watching that game.
I think it was Matt Dumba. Whoever 17.
Hopefully it was Kaprizov. It's what it should have been.
Yeah.
Yes. Best comment so far.
Oh yeah, we know which slap shot.
Yeah, you can see everyone's comments. Loving it.
Yeah.
Why? Now why?
Hey, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Meg. Not a big deal. Hey, also, for everyone else listening, if you guys are interested, the Sweethearts just released a new jersey today that they were working on, and they are selling it. If you guys go check out their Twitter, it is a pretty badass jersey.
It is pretty clean. I'm not going to lie. Like, that one is actually really nice. You can't go wrong with the black and the light blue.
It's the right place for the Wings chat. What is up, Mike?
Oh, jeez. We have a Red Wings fan in here?
No.
Whatever.
Hey, be careful. It's our boss.
Hey, how's it going, Mike? I know who it is. Yeah, he jumped on our color catch yesterday from other podcasts I do when he was talking about the Tigers. So it's nice to have the owner wants to actually talk to us and be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?"
But yeah, the Wings chat. I think down the street there is a abandoned Chuck E. Cheese, and there's a dumpster behind there. Yeah, I think that's usually where the Red Wings fans go to hang out to talk. But
it may or may not be on fire. We can and cannot confirm that. So you have to let us know when you actually get there.
All right. Well, it looks like
2 goals on 11 shots for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Not a night for Darcy Kemper or his fancy owners.
Yeah. It looks like Howard's having some technical difficulty, so he'll be back here
Man,
shortly.
You really hate to see it.
It is what it is. Typical Bruins fan, not knowing how to operate anything. What's new?
Vancouver's already up. Can you believe Vancouver already up 1-0 on Toronto?
Well, you might want to double check that there, big guy.
Oh, did it change already? Jeez.
1-1. Yep, John Tavares scored.
Well, fancy points for me then, I guess.
I am going to try and keep this as updated as I can there, buds.
If you guys have any questions in the chat, just shoot them our way. Hockey related, beer, food, whatever. Shoot them our way. We'll answer pretty much anything within reason. So just let us know if you guys got any questions or thoughts. So,
see you, Meg. Have fun with your midterm.
oh, my condolences to that. I do not miss that one bit.
No,
I do not miss college.
Wow. So I just had a stat. Jesperi Kotkaniemi has had 1 goal in his last 18 games. Rough.
Yikes.
Dude, Alexander Texier is having the same struggles. He is, I think he's gotten 1 goal in like the last 15 games. Or no goals in the last 15 games. Jeez. He is struggling.
I guess so. Man, it's crazy how Montreal was like on the most like ridiculously hot start, and everyone's like, "Oh well, look at that." Everyone was picking Montreal to be in the top 4, and looks like they're gonna be like a team to worry about. Then all of a sudden, they just fall apart.
Yeah, like, I had him finishing in first place, so I had him finishing in first. But now, honestly, the team that a lot of people surprisingly should be worrying about is the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets are looking pretty good. At least my Toronto pick of winning the division. Or no, I picked Edmonton. Oh, yeah, double yikes for me then.
Yeah, clown. Choosing Edmonton.
What? I don't know what I was thinking.
Out of your mind. Out of your mind.
I was trying to be different. Okay, gosh. I didn't want to conform to what everyone else was already picking. Toronto. Okay, sue me. Oh man.
Oh, so we got a fight going on. Marcus Foligno and I can't tell who it is.
Oh, it's Hayden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Typical. All right. Come on. Yeah, Foligno, usually when they're about to lose, they're just going to grasp them. Nick Foligno does the same thing.
Wow, this fight. Well, like Foligno lost his helmet early. That was the most uninteresting fight I've ever seen. Through like one rib shot, and that was about it. I give that like a 1 out of 10 on a fight. Honestly, that was just absolute garbage. Would you even call that a fight? That was more of like.
It was kind of like a hug fest. Seeing, hey, we're going to see who can hug the other one tighter, and then I guess I'll go ahead and slap you around a little bit too. It's a little bit of foreplay, honestly. Yeah,
Flynn threw like maybe 1 or 2 shots, and then it was like a 1 rib shot. That was about it. I don't think Hayden even threw a punch. It was just. That was the most uninteresting fight I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's like, would you call that? I would call that more 2 minutes for roughing than anything else. I wouldn't even call that a fight.
Nah, not really. Honestly, it's just kind of one of those things that they both drop gloves, so they get 5 minutes. Unfortunately.
Oh, I know. Oh no, I know. I'm just saying that's how uneventful it was. I would be like, let's just give it a 2 minutes. This is just an absolute joke. But yeah, of course it's going to be 5 minutes. I mean, you have to, but I'm just saying it's like wasn't really that great.
Jamie, what's up, man? I don't know. I think the Jackets are going to win again. I think it'll be somewhat close. I say like a 4-2 or a 3-1 type thing. With how Dallas looked last game, they don't look good at all right now. And honestly, I think a lot of it's going to depend on how our goaltending does, and then how if we can get line A going back to normal and stuff like that.
I see your boys winning 3-2, but in a shootout, just for fun.
I hate shootouts.
That's why I said that. I would love to see you in a live stream in the middle of a shootout. Just lose your mind watching that.
All right, we got Howard back finally.
Dang.
Hey, buddy.
There we go. That's much better. I can hear you now.
Hey,
yes.
I Like I was saying earlier, Howard, that Bork jersey, very, very nice.
You like it? I'm very proud with that one.
Wait, is that signed? Is that a signed Bork jersey?
Yeah, signed Bork jersey.
Oh wow!
Oh, there you go.
I need to get it framed.
Yeah.
That's the job.
For real.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my banner over there for all our cups. Let's not talk about 2013, but
yeah. Do you really want to talk about 2013? I'm all for that.
I'm all
for that. Honestly.
You know what? I'm over that one now. I'm still salty about the Blues in 2019, so I've moved on from the Hawks now.
Let's not talk about the Blues. We don't need to worry.
Yeah,
about
we'll
that.
leave them out. We leave them out of this.
I am liking the Winter Classic that you're wearing though. That is
it's a beautiful one, right? When you're opposite,
right.
It's just bit of a pain sometimes. Getting over here might take a couple of months. So you get all excited for these new jerseys, and and then 2 months later, you're like, oh, come on, get over here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. I'm sure going through customs and stuff is just a massive pain to get stuff.
Yeah, Australia are pretty strict on their tax laws, and they think people are trying to bring stuff in cheap to sell them here. That can be. You can't buy too much. If it's over a couple of gram worth of stuff, they'll go through your stuff. It's a bit of a pain because you guys don't put tax on your stuff. If we buy it on the internet, so we can buy a lot of stuff from America for a lot cheaper. But then obviously people will take advantage of that and then sell it out here without paying their tax, and then customs try and clamp down on that. So you have to prove you're not a shop sometimes or selling on eBay if you want to buy a big stack of stuff.
Good Lord.
Australia is very strict with their rules. With some of the stuff.
Well, I mean, when you guys are strict on your rules, you usually get a lot of stuff done. I mean, I heard cases down there are non-existent anymore.
We're pretty much nearly back to normal. Touch wood. When a bad spike happens, it's like where I live, we got closed down for 2 weeks because we were getting 5 cases a day for 2 weeks.
Five cases a day, and I wonder what that's like.
I know.
Five cases, everyone freaks out. Here it's you get 10,000, and everyone's just like, oh, okay.
Is that all today? Oh, it's insane. I just
wanted
to get over so badly. Obviously, everyone does, but just affects.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go back to games and stuff like that instead of watching them at home.
Oh, I just miss the real crowd atmosphere. Just feel, especially hockey, out of all the sports I follow, empty arena just doesn't feel right. Watching the Bruins yesterday against the Caps, it was obviously a fiery game of what happened, and just with no crowd in there wanting to jump over the glass and jump on Wilson, it was just it didn't feel the same.
Can we all agree that Tom Wilson is a complete just jackass and he needs to get out of this league?
He's a piece of shit.
I'm sorry,
trash.
Anyone who's gonna still stick up for this guy, saying if you get rid of that hit, you gotta get rid of all hits. No, that is not a hockey hit. Pierre Laviolette saying that's a hockey hit. No, I'm sorry, that's not a hockey hit.
I mean, to be fair, it's the coach. He doesn't have much he can say.
I know, but
true.
Still, though, it's come on. Really?
I get it. I mean, he said that he doesn't expect him to get suspended. Horseshit. Dude, you get an in-person hearing, not even by phone. In person, homie, you're getting suspended.
You're getting more than 5. You're at least going to get – I wouldn't be surprised if kids get – because – he'll probably get 15. If he gets 15, I think that'd be fine because that was blatantly going for the head. I'm sorry, there's no way about that. You see him lift up and go for the Carlos head. It's got to be at least 15.
I could see him getting at least 10. Honestly,
I feel I'm biased, but especially after Ovi the other night when he speared Frederick in the balls and he only got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
But of course, everyone's like, "Oh, well, that kid should be showing more respect to Ovi and not trying to fight him." And it's Ovi fights people. It is what it is. The kid was trying to get under his skin, and Ovi went too far with it. I mean, I don't know how he get a slap of the wrist when you literally spear a dude in the nuts with your hockey stick. What?
Yeah, Frederick's been a breath of fresh air this year. Young kid coming in. He's got 3 goals in the last 6 games now as well. So he's starting to show his skill as well, apart from being just trying to wind people up. He's a nut job, but I think it was his debut against Jets last year. I can't remember who he fought, but he demolished him within like 3 punches. And his dad was in the crowd. I'm sure it went everywhere. His dad was in the crowd, like just going like this. He's a bit of a psycho. Like he knew Wilson was going to smash him last night, but he goes, you know what? If I just get one little punch from Wilson, that makes me feel good. I feel that's his mindset. He goes, oh, let Wilson knock me out, but I'll wake up tomorrow thinking I got to punch Wilson in the face. That'll do.
Yeah, right.
I think he's got a bit of a mindset like that.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily the Blackhawks won last night. On the day that Brent Seabrook retires, we come back and win that game. I'm like, thank gosh, we needed to win that game. Like we cannot lose on a day that Brent Seabrook retire. Like his number's gonna get retired. Like we have to win that game for him.
No, 100%. I mean, it was kind of surprising to see him retire when he did, but at the same time, after he was explaining what was going on, I think he needed to.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hurting since like the Monday before Christmas, and it's just his hip has been that bad for that long. I don't really blame him, and it's like it's been so like we were just wondering like what's going on. You hear nothing about it, then you finally heard that like his hip is just that bad. Yeah, he's gonna have to get replaced. Like, yeah, I don't blame him. It's just it stinks for him to go out like that. It could have been so much better, but for the fact that he was out and just couldn't come back, it's sad to see. But 15 years, 3 cups. I mean, there's nothing you can really, that's a great career. Like he's obviously gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna get his number retired. Like him, Duncan Keith, Jonathan Taze, and Patrick Kane are all gonna get retired. They're all. They're all gonna retire, but they're gonna go to the Hall, all get their jerseys retired and stuff like that because you have to. You have that many Hawks with all the stuff they've done. I don't see why they won,
Okay, so do you see the Blackhawks retiring number 7?
I do. I see them retiring 7, 19, 2, and 88, honestly.
So specifically on 7, do you see that for Brent Seabrook or Phil Esposito? Or both? Or neither?
That's actually a tough one. I would say
because both of them, in my mind, both of them deserve it.
Oh yeah, I would say if you're going to retire 7, you got to retire the 2 guys who've done a lot for the team. That you have to give both guys a retirement. So yeah, you would have to do Phil and you would have to do Seabrook for sure. You have to retire both of them, like because you can't have one 7 without the other 7. And the same for 19. You got to do Dennis Savard and you got to do Taze. Like you have to do that.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, like if you're going to retire a number, you got to do the guys who've done that jersey justice. So you have to do that without a doubt.
Yeah, I agree with that. And so that's another big killer with no crowds. All the just like when Chara came back the other night, and they gave his homage of his career there, and there's just no crowd in the. Can't do it in front of live crowds. Yeah, right. Yeah. I think that's like a bigger killer than no crowds at the game. All these people put in hard work. A couple of people retired this year. Yeah, just don't get the crowd to do in front of them to show their support.
Yeah,
I think that kills me more than just having no crowd. Sometimes when that happens, I'm glad that like Willie O'Ree, they postponed his till next year when crowds are back. I believe.
Well, I think they should do what the Lightning did, where they kind of like put it above the seats, but not all the way to the rafters, just to have it there. Yeah. And then next year when they get fans back, put it in the rafters. That's what I think they should do, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, you think everything they've done this year, they will redo over the first few home games to make up for it and give that player actually what he deserves.
Yeah, for sure. You have to give him that.
Yeah. So, like Boomer said, we have crowds in Columbus, and then starting, the 9th? So the game on Tuesday, we play the Florida Panthers. We actually can go up to 25% capacity.
There you go.
So I think we're going to have the second most crowd allowed after the team that has the most people that are allowed back in, ironically enough, is the Florida Panthers, which I think is pretty hysterical.
Well, that's good that like all 6 of their fans are going to show up to their games.
Yeah, they're leading in attendance right now because they're one of the only ones that allow attendance.
I mean, hey, good for them. 6 is better than 0, so all can go up from there, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how long it's going to take for that to go up and other teams to go up. Especially teams, for example, like Dallas. Texas is open, but the NHL isn't going to go for that. So I wonder what capacity they're going to stay at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm watching the live stream now, and they just showed Masterson's jersey retired in Dallas, but it had the North Stars logo on it. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be real tough for the Wild to get permission to use those North Star jerseys for the fact that those banners are raised in Dallas.
Yeah. So looking at I was just watching the pregame for the Blue Jackets and Stars. It looks like the Stars are going to be wearing their highlighter jerseys for this game.
Yeah, I just saw that. I saw they were rolling a puck across the ice, and I saw the logo. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going with the highlighter, the bright jerseys tonight.
Straight up, honestly, I don't mind those. I think those are
they're
really
nice
cool.
Though. Like we talked, because I think if they had those logos, like the logo of this one on their normal green jerseys, I think they'd be so much like not the highlighter green that they have, but just like their normal green home jerseys, but with this logo matching the jersey color of their homes, I think that'd be so much better because the D with the star looks so off to me on their home jerseys. But if they had like this highlighted logo on their regular ones, it'd be so much better in my opinion. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I like the highlighter jerseys quite a bit, honestly.
Yeah.
So right now we are sitting in intermission. We'll do a quick score update. We've got the Maple Leafs and Canucks tied at 1. The Wild are up 2-0 over the Coyotes. And the Canadians are up 1-0 in the first. Goal by Josh Anderson. Great. Coming up at 8, we have the Blue Jackets and the Dallas Stars. And then we have the Anaheim Ducks and Colorado Avalanche starting play. If you guys want to watch the Ducks and Avalanche game, that game is available on Amazon Prime. That is a free game on Prime today.
Oh, you get to watch the Anaheim Ducks get absolutely smacked around. Have fun for that, Anaheim fans.
Yeah. Well, the Avalanche aren't blowing anybody out of the water right now, so
also very true.
I wouldn't get too crazy with all that.
I mean, true. I'm hoping that St. Louis just gets their face kicked in by the Kings tonight, but it is the Kings. So I guess I can't get my hopes up too much, right?
But this year it is the Kings also. I mean, they're actually doing pretty well.
Very true. Very true.
Did you see that? I saw something earlier today that Alex DeBrincat is in second place for goals, and he's tied with Connor McDavid.
Yeah, I saw
that. That's a little ridiculous.
Alex has been finding his stride this year. It's nice to see him actually doing really well again because he got goal 100 and 200 points last night for his career. So
yeah,
it's nice because everyone's been wondering since he got that contract extension, like if he's going to keep going. And he kind of struggled, but now he's getting so much better. So we got Jamie asking, do you think they should retire number 50 for good old Crow? Yes.
So how many numbers are you going to retire? At some point, you guys are going to run out of numbers. You going to start running triple digits on the jerseys or something?
No. It would just be those 5 because of the fact that those were the core guys who've done it to get all 3. Because obviously Crow didn't get all 3, but for the fact of what he did and the fact how underrated he was, you have to retire 50. But for the other 4 guys, you have to because 3 cups in 6 years, like those, like they're probably considered they're considered probably the best Blackhawks in franchise history, and Taves and Kane are easily going to probably be the top 5 Hawks of all time just because of what they've done for this team and their stats prove it. Patrick Kane's going to probably go down as the best Blackhawk next to, Stan Mikita and all of them. So it's
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to retire everyone's jerseys, but you at least got to do the main 4, and then you can make I think Crow does deserve to get his jersey retired too. Other than that, no. I think those are the guys you have to retire, and that's it. Past that, no. Like Like, you would have to do a lot for this franchise to get your number retired. It's just those guys you kind of have to.
There we go.
What they've done for this team.
Boomer's got the right idea. Retire all of them. Just start wearing letters instead of numbers. Why not?
There you go.
Patrick Kane, just have him rock the letter K. It's fine. Just do PK. Geez. Do the initials instead. No numbers, just the initials. Not a big deal.
Hey, maybe one day you guys have a number retired in your guys' Raptors when you ever win a Stanley Cup.
I'm sorry we're not 714 years old. We haven't been playing since the Revolutionary War like you guys, okay?
I see what you did there. Revolutionary War. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Do you think you got jokes?
I do. I'm a Blue Jackets fan. And during the playoffs, instead of watching our team win and succeed, I have to find jokes. That's how I operate.
Yeah, makes sense. You got to do something, right?
Yeah, so we got the Jackets and Stars game about to.
Are the Stars really 1-7-3 in their last? Jeez, that's
so they got shut out 2 times in a row from the Lightning. Considering true. The last game they had an 8-period goalless streak, so they hadn't scored in 8 periods.
Yikes! Could you imagine that going 8 straight with no goals?
Yeah,
you guys got me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know what was going on there. I was like, you guys just ignoring me? Makes sense. Terrible tech support today, but I'll get used to it. My question to you, Nutty, while you couldn't hear me, we were talking about hanging up the rafters for the Blackhawks. Anyone currently in your team you can see in the future definitely getting up in the rafters? Big question, considering you probably haven't had too many there too long.
The only person right now I could even remotely see would be. So I got 2 people. One is Seth Jones and one is Patrick Laine, and a lot depends on how they play.
Yeah.
Seth Jones, both of them, it would have to be they spend the rest of their career with us, and then they, we would have to win a Stanley Cup or 2, things like that. One that I think should be retired for us is Rick Nash, in my opinion. He kind of helped. We had our first season and we were pretty rough, and I don't want to say single-handedly helped us get on the map, but he just about single-handedly helped us get on the map with teams noticing who we are and stuff like that. Other than that, honestly, on the team, there's nobody else good enough, in my opinion, to constitute us retiring their number or anything like that.
Roslovic, the only one who can do it.
Dude, if he keeps his performance up or his production up now and he plays with us the rest of his career, sure. I could see that. But he would, again, the team has to be successful and things like that. We have to win a Stanley Cup. We have to be in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs regularly. Other than that, nobody else. Nick Foligno, not a chance. No way.
Well, you gotta keep guys there too. That's the thing. You gotta keep guys there.
Yeah. No, I agree. But no,
give Torts one just because he's making it entertaining for us. For everyone else, put Torts up there. He's making it great fun for us outsiders watching it.
Oh man,
yeah. Just give Torts a banner and have it. It's just gonna have a picture of his face on it. That's all.
like the troll face, just smiling.
Actually, hey, I bet you if you went to Nashville, they'd probably do it for him because they raise banners for everything. So why not?
Exactly.
Western Conference regular season champs. That is adorable.
That is classic.
That's so cute. You guys think that actually matters to anyone.
No, they're never going to live that one down, are they? Until they finally get a legit one, still it'll be there.
I mean, they do. I mean, they could have Western Conference champions when they get when they actually win the Western Conference and go to the Stanley Cup final. I mean, they have one of those. That one's fine because you've actually did something. But yeah, that's just regular season. No one cares about you winning being the Western Conference regular season champs. That's a participation banner trophy. What to do? You were here. Thanks for showing up.
Look, just because you have some Stanley Cups, no one cares about Stanley Cups. That's not what we're going for.
Yeah, right. No one wants that.
The Blue Jackets, we know where it's at. Okay, we're not going after Stanley Cups. No way. We are going after entertainment and drama. That makes us the real winner.
Okay? Yeah,
the real winner right now.
Yeah, you guys just want to go and sweep the President's Trophy the President's Trophy winners, and that's it. That's all you want to do.
That's literally what we were put on the planet to do.
Well, then your mission is accomplished. You've done it. Now you can just ride off in the sunset.
Sweet, sell the team. Let's go. We're going to move to the middle of Omaha.
I mean, I heard Quebec really needs a team, so why not?
No. Yep, they got those on. I'll tell you what, man, they're nice. They're nice. I love those jerseys. Those things are pretty slick. I really like those quite a bit.
They are pretty nice. Not gonna lie. It's nice for you guys to show up in your whites instead of you could have also rock something a little bit nicer, but it's all right.
Like what? Are just idiotic reverse retros?
I thought you loved those reverse retros. What happened all of a sudden?
Oh, I do like them, but we're terrible in them. I mean, good grief.
Very true.
Oh, all right.
Arizona
just scored.
Yeah, just saw that.
2-1.
I missed who scored though.
That was Lawson Cruz. Nice. Okay. So we got that game 2-1. The Ducks and Avs game started.
How do you feel about Corpy being in that tonight?
We don't really have another option. Elvis is with us, but he's still on the IR. So
true. Yeah, I guess
we don't really have an option at this point because I don't really want to throw a rookie in.
Yeah. I mean, hey, rookies are doing pretty well this year, so why not? Give it a shot, right? Can't say rookie goalies aren't good.
Oh, they're terrible. They're all terrible. Every single one of them.
Right. Yeah, right.
Speaking of, what are your predictions? Rookie of the year. Give me 3.
Three, like who
just
I think
3 options. So, all right, mine is going to be Kevin Lankinen, probably Kaapo Kakkonen, and then I'd probably have to go with Kaprizov up in Minnesota also.
I would say Kaprizov, Lankinen, and Stützle are my 3.
Yeah. I was just going to say the same. Kaprizov, definitely. He's been so fun to watch this year. And you can't go past Lankinen. Like, and especially with a goaltender, they always get big votes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think outside the box out part them 3. Stützle's been great. I'd be interesting to see how Lafreniere goes. He's starting to get some goals. Like, what's he got? 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 3?
Yes, something along those lines.
And I think he's got a long way to catch up with them 3.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Definitely. He has a lot of ground to make up to be able to even be in consideration for the conversation.
I would say a dark horse is a Zegras out of Anaheim. I would give him a dark horse pick.
He hasn't done anything yet. That's the thing. I mean, he would have to start going stupid right now.
That's why I said dark horse. Like, he might do something, but we don't know. I mean, you could also see like maybe Cousins out of Buffalo, but
the defender for Jersey, Smith, but I don't know if he's fallen off a bit lately. Ty Smith, he started off really well. I don't know. I haven't kept track because we've had a lot of COVID lately, haven't they? So,
wow, Dallas has already scored.
I don't know how I feel about that goal.
Ty Smith.
That was like it was like what 9 guys in the freaking crease. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's one of those things that. No, I watch this replay and see what happened because it looked like he got shoved. I don't know by who, but
it looked like it was already in.
I have no idea, honestly.
Can't tell, especially after that Canadians one. That was
yeah, so it was already in. It was already before all the bodies got in the crease.
Yep,
yeah, it was already in before all the guys even got in there. Yeah, that's
well then 1-0.
It looked like it bounced off of someone's skate. I didn't know who it was, and it looked like Corpy just could not get to it at all.
Oh, good.
Just slipped right by him. All right, well, 3 shots for Dallas, 1 goal already, and Columbus has got no shots yet. This is a good start for your boys.
What do we think about Dallas? Slow start. They're still going to make playoffs. They've got plenty of games to catch up with. Or is this actually how they're going to be?
I think where they're at right now, they would really have to hope that a lot of teams in this division start falling off. Like they would need to. The Hawks are playing a lot better than what a lot of people thought they were going to. The fact we've already gotten 13 wins and we're like at over a 600 points percentage.
Yeah,
Dallas might have a shot. Like I said, they're going to need a lot of help for the rest of the season to actually try to get into the playoffs. Because right now they're somewhat there, but like I said, they're going to need help, in my opinion. But
yeah, just going back to the rookies.
So we got a challenge going.
Is that for the Dallas goal?
Yeah, it's for they're challenging for goaltender interference. So Corpy had the puck under his pad, and Dickinson came up and literally shoved him with his stick. So I can see why they're challenging it.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Just going back to rookies, one rookie we overlooked, Josh Norris for Sens. He's been good this year as well. I think, that line, Norris, is to chuck on that line, or is it McBaffison? I'm not sure, but they've been great. Attacking way. That's the only thing that makes them half respectable this year, is that line.
Yeah, right.
Matt Murray has been a dumpster. Just trash.
Yeah,
he's been terrible.
I feel bad for the new era Sens boys. Like they're trying so hard to get content out there and just watching their team just getting absolutely smoked almost every single game. It's rough, but you got to give them a lot of praise for going through this every week, doing content on a team that almost on a nightly basis gives up 7 goals a game. Almost that's rough. That'd be so hard.
How much are they paying him as well? It's this big contract he got. I'm gonna
count it. It's a goal. They're going with it.
6 years. I'm saying it was 6 years, Matt Murray, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Matt Murray contracts.
Yeah. Murray, I think he signed for 3. No.
4 years, 25 mil.
Ricard Raquel scored. The Ducks are up 5 minutes in. 1-0.
All right. Who did Columbus send to the bench to go on the penalty kill?
Probably someone that's terrible. So I have no idea.
Oh, it didn't look like Line A to me, but
no, you're hilarious.
Hey, you know what?
Dude, lately our penalty kill has produced more goals than our power play. Cam Atkinson keeps getting shorthanded goals constantly, and Boone Jenner's gotten a couple, I think. So, our penalty kill has been way better than our power play lately.
Hey, that's not bad at all, though, man. That's really not bad.
2-0. My head.
Oh, yeah. Did Dallas just score?
I think Pavelski just scored.
He scored just saw it. Yeah, so you're a little ahead of us.
I'm about 20 seconds ahead. All the way in Australia, we're getting quicker hockey than you guys. How's that?
You gotta love it. You're in Australia with a faster feed than we got. I'm literally watching this on the NHL's app on the Roku.
Yeah,
the actual NHL's feed, and I'm behind you.
Well, I'm on the NHL TV, so the game.
That's what I'm on. I'm on NHL TV on the Roku watching this.
Okay, so that's
on there. Yeah, and you're still ahead of me.
I'm still ahead.
You gotta love it. You gotta love the NHL. Just how just the feeds are just so different on the exact same thing.
2-0, 3 minutes and 9 seconds into the game. Woohoo!
Hey,
this
Alex,
is exciting.
Hey, Alex, is your guys going to put a puck on the net tonight, or are we just going to be watching Dallas in your zone the entire night?
I mean, I can just kick you out of the stream if you're going to sit there and dog my Blue Jackets all day. You're supposed to be supporting me, not sitting there talking shit the whole time.
Man, you talk so much crap about my Blackhawks even before our games. Like, don't even act like this is something new to you.
Yeah, dude, I don't see the Blackhawks playing their big guy.
I'm just saying, man, hey, we both run a hockey page that's all about talking trash. So I don't know what you're really expecting here.
Well, yeah, I don't really. Whatever.
hey, just you have your beer, just drink some, just get some food. Just get some food and just drink some beer. You'll be okay.
I'd rather not. No. I need a Snickers, apparently.
What beers are you guys crushing? You guys.
I'm actually not drinking any beer tonight. I'm cool with just drinking some sweet tea and just some water. That's all I'm doing tonight. Nothing too crazy.
Wow. He's lame. I got Pink Whitney, and then I got our Boomer. You'll know this. I got our beautiful Cannon Blast.
No. If you send me one of those, Alex, if you send me one of those, I drink it. But we don't have them down here. So
sucks for you. I'm just gonna go ahead and drink it deliciously.
It is 12:20 p.m. now. I reckon it's excusable to crack a beer my end.
Yeah,
for a Sunday, are they?
I mean, it's a Sunday. Hey, anytime on the weekend is a good time to drink. It doesn't matter what time it is.
No, of course. So, no matter what, it's always okay.
Yeah. Hey, shot on goal for the Jackets. How about that?
Hey, you guys on the net. Just gonna go ahead and leave. No one cares about you.
Oh man. If there's people in the chat watching this live stream want to ask us some more questions, it could be hockey or anything related, let us know. Big shout out to Pure Hockey and Spy Optic for sponsoring the show and all that good stuff. So make sure you go check out their stuff. Just click our link tree in our Twitter bio. Go search some sweet gear to have, because why not, right? Summer's coming up, or even winter's still going on in some places. Go buy yourself some gear.
Yes. You have to.
Yeah.
You must.
It's a must. It's summer's coming up. You need some sunglasses. Get some sunglasses. If you want some sweet t-shirts, buy some sweet t-shirts from Pure Hockey and Spy Optic. They also have shirts. Go check them out.
Yeah, what do you everything.
What do you got to lose?
Money. Lots of money.
Shoot, that's supposed to say that, Alex. Come on now.
I mean, I think they can figure it out for themselves.
Very true. I'm just saying. But yeah, if anyone's got questions, shoot them our way. We'll answer them.
Have I tried the Stick Amber Ale from North High Brewing? No, I haven't. I haven't really had a lot of different beers. Honestly, I'm pretty boring. I'll just drink a Miller if I want to have a beer, and that's about it. And I'll get Cannon Blast here and there, but yeah, I haven't yet. I want to start drinking more beer. I usually do liquor more than anything, but no, I'll have to try that for sure.
Yeah, I mostly drink like Voodoo Ranger or Elysian or Miller Lite. There's nothing else really, or Yingling, so that's why I usually drink for beer wise. So nothing too crazy, but I have my few that I have. So I'm good with what I got.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who get like a bunch of different IPAs just to try them out. I'm fine.
Oh, it's the David Savard beer. Okay, it makes sense. No wonder you've had it.
Oh, there you go. How about you, Howard? What's your usual go-tos?
Yeah, I'm a bit of call myself a craft beer wanker. I'll go and grab a whole bunch of IPAs and pale ales. I don't know. It's quite big out here now. Like every second pub is now a brewery and does their own stuff. I'm not sure what it's like in the States. When I went out there, last time I was out there about 4 years ago, I noticed it was getting bigger. Definitely.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more. We're getting a lot more breweries that they'll let you come and hang out and drink beer and get food and stuff like that. Actually, I have one probably about 15 minutes where I'm at now, or 10, 15 minutes where I'm at now. I haven't tried it out yet, but it looks pretty interesting. I think I'll try it out. But yeah, it's getting a lot more popular over here, where you get actual brews or like opening up like tap rooms, and they have some wings and burgers and stuff like that. So
a lot of them, by law, have to have a food truck, sell food, so we'll get these really good food trucks in each week. It's great. It's just a good area to live in. Would be you just can be snobby now and let's try lots of different ones tonight.
Yeah. Oh man.
So Zach, do you think Taze is coming back this year? I mean, there's so many variables and so much unknown with that too. But
yeah, I'm hopeful we'll get him back this year, but I would also understand if we don't, just because of whatever's going on. I'm not going to speculate what it is. All I can say is I'm hoping we get him back. If not, it's understandable because you got to worry about yourself and your health first. Don't rush back just to play. So I would say I'm optimistic we might get him back, but I'm about 90-10 on him not coming back. So I would say 90% he's not coming back. So
yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, but honestly, right now the fact that we've gotten 13 wins already this year, we're playing really well. All of our young guys are doing really good. We got Kurashev and Suter, Kubalik's doing really well. It's Ian Mitchell's been playing really well. Lincoln has been playing great. Kaner looks like he's having the most fun he's had in the last few years, ever since Q left. It's just been I've been really enjoying this Hawks team. It's been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, Strome is back on the IR now. Shaw's also back on. Shaw's on long-term injury reserve because of a concussion again. Sucks to see him go out. But they brought back Carlson back up. We brought Kalanick back on the team. So it's gonna be interesting what they do over the next few games. But honestly, if we get Taze back, I'd be super happy because I love Taser. He's one of my dudes. But if not, so be it. But like I said, this Hawks team is so fun to watch that I'm not super worried about it. I mean, I would love for him to come back, but this team has actually been fun for me to actually enjoy. I was going into the season acting like, well, if we get some wins, that'd be great. I just want to see the young guys get better. That's all I was really going into this. Is like, as long as the young guys get better, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But for the fact that we're winning, and I just saw today that the Hawks have a 53% chance of making the playoffs. And I'm like, so you're saying there's a chance?
Big time. You guys have been impressive this year.
Never
thought you'd be there, and even without Kirby Dack as well.
Oh, for sure.
You got some big players out, and you're doing what you're doing. Must be a pretty exciting time.
I've seen everyone put us either 7th or 8th in our division, and in the top, in the bottom 3 of the entire league. They thought we'd be where Ottawa and all of them are at. Super
not much has changed. Who'd you knock out last year? You beat the Oilers, didn't you?
Yeah, we knocked the Oilers.
What has changed? What much has changed? So why do people write you guys off so much? I guess you were lucky to get in with the whole reschedule, but then you still went and beat. I can't remember what the score was in the end in the series, but I think you won pretty convincingly, didn't you?
I think we lost one game to them. That was about it. I mean, the only thing we really lost. Well, I mean, we lost Crow. We got rid of Leonard.
Yeah, true.
But Leonard was a little bit earlier on, but we did lose Crow. And I think having Doc out because he was going to be our number 2 center, and we lose our captain and our number 1 center in Taze. So, I mean, and then trade away Sod. A lot of people were like, well, this team has fallen off. They don't have Sod anymore. They lost their top 2 centers. So I think that's kind of why people were kind of writing us off a little bit because it was already going to be tough to get in with the guys we had before we lost them too. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, they're looking really good this year. I'm really surprised, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. We're looking really good.
So we got one other to add in here. So all you wonderful people from Twitter, I'm sure you know about our good old CBJ fan, little Boomer. Boomer, how's it going?
It's been better. When it was 3-0 last game. But, ebbs and flows, baby. We win one, we lose one. We're winning the cup. We're trading everyone. It's just how we roll here in Columbus.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how it works.
Like I told you in the past, being a Blue Jacket fan is like being in an abusive relationship. I know I should leave, but I just keep coming back for more.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the only way it works. It's
I don't know. You should.
This fan base is just bipolar. It's crazy.
Hey, you should have seen us Blackhawks fans from the '90s to the mid 2000s. We late '90s to about 2009, we weren't looking really good there. We couldn't even watch our team on TV because our owner was so cheap and our team was just that bad. So
it's funny you mention that because a lot of people in this town can't watch TV.
Yeah,
Fox Sports Ohio, literally they've pulled it off DirecTV. They've pulled it off of Dish Network. So I went back to old-fashioned cable, just because, like I told Dish Network, I said the Blue Jackets are more important to me than the rest of it. If I'm not at the game, I'm watching the game.
Yeah,
right, for sure.
Yeah, that's why I switched, because I was using YouTube TV before, and I got AT&T TV now, and it's one of those things that it's way cheaper than having to get, like, I don't need a cable package that has 200 channels when I watch like 3. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I have cable, and then we still pay for like 6, 7, 8 streaming services.
All we really have is Hulu. We have Hulu, but it's just the basic like $6 one where it's like we just get everything like the next day, or everything's already available for us. So we don't really pay a whole lot for our TV stuff either, because the thing I pay the most for is probably the one-time fee per year to get NHL TV and like a couple other things. That's really about it. Like,
well, so that's the funny thing here is if you bought NHL TV, Blue Jackets were blacked out.
Yeah. Well, I'm in South Carolina, so I mean, I get pretty much the only team I don't get is the Hurricanes, but I get everybody else.
No one cares about them.
I'm just in the vast wasteland of the South, where it's like I'm far enough from Nashville and all the Florida teams. I can get all of them. I just can't get the Hurricanes, which all right, it is what it is.
I find that crazy that you guys get blacked out for watching your team.
Especially this year with even before it's no fans.
Exactly.
Why the hell are you blacking out the games? Let the fans watch, because they can't go to them.
That's insane.
And
they happily take your money for Game Center, NHL TV, and then no. Sorry guys, can't watch your own team. Go watch the other teams you don't care about.
Welcome to the United States and their TV rights and blackout restrictions. Because
I learned that when I was there like 5 years ago. I didn't know. Me and my missus drove from Boston to San Fran. We did like a road trip for like 2 months. And we had my laptop. The Bruins are on tonight, and I think we're in the same state they were playing. Can't remember who it was, and we're like, logged onto my NHL TV, like, you're blacked out. I was like, what the hell is this? Why can't I watch them play tonight? And then I realized, I can't remember where I was, but they weren't even on normal TV either. I couldn't find them anywhere.
Oh,
and it was just and that's when I learned all about the blackouts. And it's
the bad part here in Columbus with the blackouts is the company that owns Fox Sports is a Columbus-based company. Sinclair Broadcasting bought them. They're right on Riverside Drive in Columbus. I mean, is there not a better time to work something out?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is it all sports?
Oh, it's all sports.
It's all sports, yeah.
Oh yeah, MLB is pretty bad too on terms of theirs. The NFL, like if you want to watch any game outside of, like you get like the fees for those, it's like you get it's like $200-300 for the whole season.
It's insane. Yeah, over here conversion rate.
It's a stupid price over here for the NFL just to get anything. Yeah. If you're not in that city, the only other way you can watch a game is by Game Pass or wherever else it is, and it's like or DirecTV. It's Sunday Ticket. It's astronomical prices. I'm like, I'm not paying $300 a year to watch 16 games.
No, I'm with you. Enough. It was the same. It was the same here. So I pay 180 Aussie dollars, which is about 160 for Game Center for the year. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to do it with NFL when income was a bit more exposable. I was paying like nearly 350 Aussie dollars. But we get 5 games on TV live a week, and I'm like, whatever. For the fact of watching the Raiders, I'm not that interested in paying that much to watch them play trash every week. So I was like, I'll just watch it whenever on TV now. Like, it was just can't believe how much they charge you for, as you say, 16 games.
Yeah.
Whereas baseball is similar to hockey. It's only $160 for the year, and you get so many games.
Yeah, 160 something games. Yeah, at least the baseball one is kind of worth it because it's like $1 per game, which you're like, all right, fine,
pretty much.
The good thing about we have ESPN Plus here, and the good thing with that is it's picked up rugby and it's picked up Australian rules football, so I get to watch.
Oh, brilliant! That's great.
I get to watch North Melbourne play every week for like $6 for $6 a month, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'll watch the Kangas play at like 12 or 1, 2, 3 in the morning just because why not? Like Australian rules football is just absolutely insane, but it's so fun to watch because it's just it's basically just pure chaos. But
I agree with you. Like, I also think going live is 10 times better. So if you're enjoying it now, watching it on TV, once you go live, it is 10 times better because
that's the plan. I want to go to Australia just to go see this live because it's just fantastic. Like Alex and a little bit, you guys got to go watch. Try to watch Australian rules football. It's like rugby, but like on speed because it's just absolutely insane.
So fantastic. It's line blender.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Connor Hellebuck just got yoinked. It's 4-0 Montreal.
Wow. Montreal decided to show up tonight, apparently.
Is that Arizona still the first?
Yeah. No, second. Sorry.
Second.
Yeah, they're about.
Montreal shows up and Anderson's sitting on my bench.
Oh, looks like Arizona got back in this game. It's 2-2.
Yep. It's 2-2 there. Anaheim, Colorado. Anaheim's still up 1-0. The Leafs are still up 2-1.
I've got that game on now. Looks like someone just put a sloofer on Matthews and it got a bit heated there.
I thought I saw a little bit of the scrum going on.
Yeah. I've got that game up at the moment.
I got all 5 of them up right now.
Yeah, Alex has the super setup where you can watch all these games at once.
That's brilliant.
Well, dude, so I have like an ultra wide monitor as my main monitor. I use it for work and whenever I play games and stuff. And then I have a 40-inch TV mounted right above it, and I have it hooked up to my computer. So I've got 4 different games going on up there, and then I'm watching the Blue Jackets one over here too. So it's just.
Yeah, I'm only watching one game on NHL TV, and I got the Jackets Stars game, so I get to watch the Jackets put up 4 shots in the first like 15 minutes of this period.
Have you not watched any Blue Jackets games lately? That's good for them. Some games are getting 2 or 3 shots.
Are they line A bombs from halfway down the ice?
It's crazy, man. The Blue Jackets. It seems like lately they'll have a game where they put up like 18 shots in the whole game, and then 2 games later they're 28 shots at the end of the second. It doesn't make any sense.
I usually try to catch up with enough Jackets games, but sometimes if we play the same night as you guys, it's on almost at the exact same time. So
yeah,
unfortunately, no. I think I've caught maybe 4 Jackets games. And it's mostly when you guys played us. That's really outside of us playing you guys. I've caught maybe 4 Jackets games all season.
Yeah,
I think they stagger the times by 10 or 15 minutes. I mean, there's 9-10 games on, and they're all at intermission at the exact same time.
Yeah.
You basically can't watch a lot unless you have like a super setup like Alex does. You cannot keep up with all these games at once.
Well, okay, but then that happens, and there's 3 games at intermission at the same time.
Well, true. That's what I'm saying. It's just tough because unless you get a super setup, it's hard to watch all these games at once. And then you're at intermission. Now you're watching like 5 intermissions, and you're like, all right, I'm waiting for hockey to be back. Like, if you could stagger like 15 minutes or do a stagger every half hour or something, at least make it nothing.
There's definitely a lot of things they've overlooked this year that they could have made better. Like, for me, I can't say much because all the games are on during the day, unless it's the weekend. Obviously, I can watch them. I'll usually avoid the Bruins and watch them when I get home. But yeah, just hearing from you guys talking now and other people, like you can even have early. What time do you guys? You all 9 to 5, so you can have games start at 6, surely, because no one has to get to the stadium.
I
6
do.
o'clock. Oh, you do. But like
I got tickets to all 16 remaining home games. I've been to one.
Oh, really? Then that's awesome. Okay.
Well, I'm a full season ticket holder, so I had priority, and I just emptied the bank account.
That's sweet. But up until now, when fans could be let in, I reckon they should have done that. Imagine getting home from work, you got half an hour just to have a shower, and then bam, you got a game on straight away.
I did it in the bubble. It was amazing.
Yeah,
they did. That was so good in the bubble. Yeah.
I unfortunately work overnights, and then when the Hawks are playing during the week, I'm at work, so I have to listen to the game on the radio. So I paid all that money to watch these games, and I think about half of them I'm gonna have to listen to because I'm not home because I'm usually at work for overnight right now. So that's so much fun watching like half the game.
Yeah. So do you guys see any of your teams making any type of moves or whoops? Kind of just threw my dog.
Wow.
Any moves or trades or anything like that before the trade deadline?
I see one coming from our team. And as much as I hate it,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Big Daddy Dave Savvy's going somewhere. They're not even talking extension. He's making 4.5, I think.
Yeah. Way too much for the production that he's putting up from a points perspective.
Well, I mean, he's getting up there in years, and ever since the bubble, he can't recover.
No. And I think a lot of it is, they're looking at I think they're looking at the salary cap hit because now they have to take into consideration we have to re-sign Line A, and I think that's our biggest piece that we have to get re-signed. And then there's a couple other things. For example, Foligno, if he doesn't want to take a team-friendly deal, don't re-sign him. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, we got to save as much money as we can. In 2 years, everybody's due.
Yeah, it's terrible. You have Bjorky and Cam are the only ones signed through the 22-23 season. And then after that, it's Gavrikov, who is out, or he's an unrestricted free agent after the 22-23 season. Everyone else is done. And I think our biggest priorities obviously need to be Jonesy, Line A, and then Roslovic, but he's a restricted free agent. I think he'll continue to stay here.
And he wants to be here.
Yeah. That's the type of person I want in Columbus for sure.
He's a recruiter for us.
So I know Grigorenko, I couldn't care less. Let him go. I don't want to deal with him again. Bye. So two guys I want to get your opinion on if we should re-sign when the time has come or when the time is here. Riley Nash and Boone Jenner.
Riley Nash is an underrated, unsung hero on this team. He does the dirty work that no one else wants to do, and he's the only center who's actually playing center.
Yeah.
If he wants $4, $5, $6 million, no. If he wants two and a quarter for 2 or 3 years, yeah, keep him.
Yeah.
Boone Jenner is Boone Jenner. He's going to score you 15 goals. 14 of them are going to be ugly. He's going to grind. He's going to win faceoffs. He'll move to the wing. He'll move to the center. He'll do whatever he asks. But we can't pay him like he's a 30-goal scorer because he's been here forever. I mean, a lot of these guys got to realize that they're not on their entry-level contract. So, yes, you should get some money. But you're also not superstars. You're blue-collar grinders who should be playing middle to bottom 6.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's the one thing with Riley Nash. I love his play. A lot of people don't like him, but I think he's a very good person as that mediation between the rookies and the vets. He's very good whenever he ends up centering Robbie or Bimstrom or Tex or something like that. But
he's kind of our new Scott Hartnell.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Another one that I think we need to get again is, and so far after this year, this is almost a requirement because ultimately Savard's going to be gone, is re-sign Del Zotto. I love him.
Yeah, Del Zotto has been a big surprise. I mean, coming in on a PTO, making $750,000. Originally, I thought he was coming in just because him and Torts were buddies, which is kind of what got him here. But he has been a surprise in a good way.
So Montreal is now up 5-0.
Anderson's probably got a hat trick by now, so I lost my 10-point bonus.
So Brendan Gallagher's got 2 goals. Toffoli and Josh have a goal. I don't know who has the 5th. They haven't updated that.
Hey, Gallagher, I got some fans.
Joel Armia.
There we go.
So Joel Armia has the 5th goal.
It's crazy to think that Del Zotto right now is your guys' best defenseman when you have Rowinski.
No.
Production
Jones is still our best defender.
Production-wise this year, it's Del Zotto. Let's be honest.
If you're looking at points, yes. Now, so when Werenski was hurt and he came back for a game and then he was gone for like another week. Since he came back, he and Jonesy have looked about back to normal in my eyes. They have looked like they normally do. Now, they're not getting the goals that they typically have last year or anything like that. Werenski, I think, had 20 goals last year and probably was going to get more. But it's one of those things that so far they look pretty much back to normal.
Right. But the problem there is normal is Z is skating all over the ice and Jonesy's cleaning up his messes. Therefore, you don't get production out of Jonesy, i.e., Jonesy's still our best defender because he's got to cover Zach's spot as well.
Yeah.
So this is Dallas's first 2-0 first period all season.
They'll blow it.
Oh no, I'm just saying this is the first time all year they've gone out of the first period up 2-0.
We tend to let a lot of people have their first of everything.
But going back to the question about Chicago, like who we might trade for, because we're in such a tight cap position. I really don't see us making any really crazy moves unless it's like very like almost matching contracts. I don't see. Other than that, I don't see us doing a whole lot.
I've seen a lot on Twitter that. Do I think this will actually happen? No. Do I want it to happen? Absolutely. Is the Blue Jackets trying to go after Jack Eichel? Now, people,
every team
there's
is
a
lined
lot.
up.
That'd be wild.
We would have to give up a lot because the thing is, Jack Eichel is pissed off sitting in Buffalo because they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to be a contender. Oh, dude, we just signed Taylor Hall to a year. Good, let's go. Well, Taylor Hall's got a staggering 1 goal so far.
No, he's got 2 now. He's got 2.
And he scored this morning, didn't he?
Yeah,
he scored the other night because because he's on both my fantasy teams. I took him in the 3rd round of both leagues, and he's killing me.
Yeah. And then you go get Eric Stahl, who's done absolutely nothing, and you have Jeff Skinner, who's a healthy scratch at $9 million.
Skinner is trash.
$9 million, and you're healthy scratching a $9 million dude every night. Yikes!
That's asinine. That is absolutely asinine.
Here's a problem too. Why do you keep relying on Linus Ullmark when you've had him for multiple seasons? You know what he does. Linus Ullmark is not the goalie to go with, but they, for some reason, stay with this dude.
Dude,
why?
Buffalo is in the same situation as Edmonton is. They need to trade for a goalie. They need to get over whatever thought that they need to continue using their goalie. For example, if the Blue Jackets were legitimately going to trade or try and put together a package for Jack Eichel, let's be real. Corpy's probably a part of that deal. And then it would probably be Werenski or Savard. And then it might be a pick and a prospect like a Liam Foudy or a Tex or something. I mean, they would have to give up a lot. Any team is going to have to give up a lot for Eichel regardless, because he's probably, in my eyes, probably the most underrated player in the NHL.
Without a doubt.
Just because he plays for Buffalo and nobody pays attention to Buffalo.
And except for people that are looking to buy a team now, because the rumor is they might be selling.
Yeah. Oh, so Buffalo actually might be doing something?
They might be.
How about that? Who would have thought?
So, all right. So we got a question from Facebook. Derek, one of our fellow admins, Vegas admin. So tell them they suck. And that Derek, by the way,
part-time fan.
Yeah. By the way, the gold helmets. Don't defend them. They look stupid. They're absolutely ridiculous.
Horrible.
I hate those things.
There's one team that can get away with it. They can get away with it down there, though.
Well, yeah, because it's Vegas.
Yes.
No, their AHL team in Henderson have the chrome domes, and those ones are better than these gold helmets.
Those are slick.
Those are nice.
But at the same time, they're isn't their name the Silver Knights, like real goddamn original.
I mean, it's Vegas. Are you really shocked? I mean, are we really shocked by their organization being, different?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the Henderson Silver Knights.
We changed the rules for them during the draft, so
yeah.
Ooh,
see, I told you. You can, Zach. You can complain. So Zach,
how am I complaining? I'm not complaining.
No,
I never complain.
You always get pissed whenever I start to complain about the expansion draft because Vegas
a hard time because it's fun.
Vegas got the expansion draft the way it was supposed to be done.
Oh yeah,
in '99 and 2000.
Yeah,
but
I'm not.
We got shafted.
The
Panthers got shafted. The Predators got shafted. The Wild got shafted. Like, it's so dumb. And then this team gets to come in and just pick. All right, I'm going to just hand pick these guys whoever I want.
Oh, don't forget, they also gotten the exemption immunity to not lose any of their guys in this upcoming expansion draft too. So they also get another stipulation that they don't lose a player in the expansion draft coming up because they've only been in the league for 3 seasons.
I had no idea that was one. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, that's
a
legit thing.
Wow.
Yeah, the NHL is like, well, they've only been around the league for 3 years, so you're exempt from losing a player on your team. While everyone else has to lose another player. It's like
insane.
All right, just give Vegas
another the office to Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, so Alex, what's the actual question?
So the question from Derek is, what teams do you see making the Cup final with a condensed season? Howard, why don't you go ahead and start us off, buddy?
I will say, being a bit cocky, Leafs are going to make it this year because they won't have to play Bruins at all. But also, let's have a look at their Canadian. I just think they're the strongest team by far over there. They won't have to play anyone outside of their division till the conference finals. Am I correct there?
No, it would be.
How's it working again?
No, it'll be the semifinals because there's no conferences. It's straight.
That's right. Yeah. So, but they will
whoever the North faces in their semifinal. So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to pick.
That'll be the first time they play someone outside of their 8 they're playing now, right? Or 9. So I just think they got an easy road to get there, and then that's just one playoff they got to go, and then I can't look. Tampa look good again. Sneaky dark horses. I like Panthers have been playing great this year. I just think their goal. They need. Just depends if just their goaltenders is their big worry. But was 10 million sitting on the bench. Drina's been great. Is that how you say it? Drina, Drinich.
Drager.
Yeah, Drager. Yeah. So definitely. Panthers are sneaky, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if Leafs Lightning. I just think Bruins' depth in defense will get found out soon. That was my biggest worry this year. And I thought we have been overachieving. And then we lost Jeremy Lauzon, who I think is going to be the next big thing for us in defense. We lost him, and then there was no coincides, and then we just got smacked by Islanders and Rangers 6-2 and 7-2. The first 2 games he was out. We did a bit of reshuffling, and I think we'll be okay, but I think our defense is very young, so I can't see us making it this year. I think we'll go deep again, but I'd say Leafs, Lightning, and just the first banner in the works because you like to see underdogs and go. Panthers could surprise people.
Yeah, so I think with the Panthers, the biggest thing with me is Bobrovsky. Like he is not. I don't know. I don't want to say he's not good because he has.
We know,
he's good, but he doesn't look good. Dude, Chris Driedger, their backup goalie, is doing better than he is right now.
Bob's the backup.
Yeah, it's a $10 million backup. It's absolutely insane.
Well, that's why I just think they're dark horses because if they both click, if he just goes back to his form he had over the last few years, you got 2 goaltenders who you can rely on.
Part of the problem with Bob, though, is the defensive structure you have in Florida is nowhere near what he had in Columbus. Nowhere near, because Columbus was yeah. But it's Columbus has always been a defensive oriented team, at least especially with Torts, and Florida's not really that way. I mean, it's the Blue Jackets 2.0 since they continue to take our sloppy seconds, but still, it's one of those things that. I think if they got a defenseman, they could do really well. I mean, honestly, Boomer, who do you think?
I tell you what, down there in Florida, that Ekblad has been surprisingly good. And picked him up in the 16th round. But he's just been on fire. I mean, the other night he had 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, he was doing everything, and he can actually play defense. But me personally, when it comes to getting to the finals, everybody's riding that Toronto bandwagon. And from what I'm seeing up in Canada is, they're scoring a lot of goals. It's because there's no defense.
Yeah.
There's no defense in Canada. I think every team up there is overrated. And I think Winnipeg comes out of Canada. I really do. I don't think Toronto will because, well, Toronto's Toronto, and we know what they do in the postseason.
Yeah.
But outside of those, I mean, Vegas looks like, and I know you said to pick on them because this guy's from Vegas, but they don't have a weak spot. They do not have a weak spot. Their biggest problem is, do they want to play? When they want to play, they put up 6 and they hold you to 1. When they're out there just lollygagging and half-assing it, they put up 3 and they give up 4.
Yeah.
So if Vegas shows up, I don't think anybody can really touch them this year. As much as that kills me being an expansion team that doesn't have to give up nothing because we just gave it to them on a silver platter. But Tampa looks good. If Kucherov makes it back, because he's eligible to play in the postseason. So if he's healthy and he comes back, that's another bullet in their gun. But without Kucherov, what they got right now, if they make it, it's going to be a hard-fought battle coming out of the Central anyway. And I don't think they'll have enough to make it to the finals or win the finals.
Yeah.
So I really think Vegas has got the easiest road there.
No, yeah, I agree. I think if a team is going to step up against Vegas, it's either going to be Colorado or the.
We've been waiting on that all year.
Yeah, but I think this year the surprise team could be the Wild that step up against Vegas because they've looked really good over the last couple weeks.
Well, I think they're backing up how they ended the season last year, the Wild. They came from nowhere, didn't they? They got into the wild card spot before all the COVID changes. Yeah. And I think they're riding off that. And, maybe we are underlooking how good they actually are and how well they're being coached right now.
Yeah. The question with them is, can their goaltending stand up and stay the way it's been playing here lately? Because that was not 2 premier goalies we're looking at going into the season.
No, yeah.
It's hard to pick what 2 teams are going to face each other because you'd be looking at 2 Eastern Conference teams or 2 like Western Conference teams facing each other. Because
that's the other thing right now. We don't know what 2 divisions are going to play what yet. They haven't even
said. You're right.
Yeah, because
you could say, it's going to be Vegas and Tampa, and then they have to play in the semis.
Yeah, because you really don't know because the fact that you don't know who's matched up with who because of the fact that it's just. Who really knows? At this point, we can just pick who we might think might make the finals. That's really about it. You can't even pick a matchup.
From what I saw, now I might be wrong, but I think what I saw, and none of this was official or anything, is the final. So whichever team comes out of each division for the semifinals, I think what they're going to do is seed those teams based off of regular season points percentage.
Okay.
And then they're going to go seeded 1 to 4 and 2 to 3. And then they'll do that and then go to the finals.
Yeah, so at that point we still don't know who that's even going to be. So you still can't predict who that's going to be at this point now. Yeah. So at this point, you anyone who suggests
hope you don't play someone good.
Yeah, basically it's like at this point it's like you really can't say, I see this matchup. Well, no, because that they might be facing each other in the semifinal. It's just I would say there's one team that no one's mentioned that I think is kind of an under the radar sneaky team. That if their goaltending can play really well, I think, and if their offense just keep going because they've heating up recently, and it's not Carolina. It's not Carolina. No. I think Carolina is a good team. I think they're definitely one of those teams that can do it but everyone loves Carolina, and I'm ignoring Alex. I see what he's doing. I'm blatantly ignoring him. But everyone loves Carolina because they've been really good for the last couple of years. They've made some deep runs, and the team just keeps getting better. New York Islanders, I would say, is a really underrated, sneaky team because they just won today, and they're actually they're in the top 10. I think they're 5th or 6th in the entire league right now in points.
Yeah. Well, so anybody that plays for Barry Trotz,
they're leading the East now.
Yeah, if they figure out because their goalie situation is doing pretty well right now, the offense is clicking. And Matt Barzal.
That goal this morning, that was filthy.
Stupid.
Oh man!
I told Alex, think of this dude on a more offensive team because the Islanders are so defensive. But think of them on a team that's stupid offensive, like Toronto or Tampa or anyone else, like who's just all offense. This guy would puck 40 goals a season without even blinking. I say right now the Islanders are a team to keep an eye on, to be a dark horse under the radar team that could make a shot for a final and do something about it, because they're playing really well, and they're catching Washington and Pittsburgh, by surprise. Because I mean, I had the Islanders being the top 4 of their division, and right now they're doing an absolute phenomenal job. Like, I would say outside of everyone, like all the guys that you guys have picked have been really solid, but for me, it's like you got to watch out for the Islanders, because right now, like I said, they're 5th right now in points. They're at 32, and they're leading their division by 2 points, and they got 1 game in hand on Washington, and then 3 on Boston and Philly, who are at 29 and 27, and their goal differential is plus 14. Yeah. So I mean, right now I would say the Islanders are another sneaky team to watch.
Yeah, they have our number as well so far this year.
Yeah,
so the fun part in that division is, I mean, you're talking about 5 teams. One of them ain't making it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Flyers. I'm not gonna make it.
Pittsburgh, please be Pittsburgh.
I hope it's Pittsburgh.
I just Carter Hart. I just think he's. I don't rate him at all.
I will.
The hype around him, I think they're going to lose. They're going to miss out because they're tending.
I feel so stupid right now. If you guys listen to our first episode, or if anyone's ever listened to our first episode, we did our predictions of who's going to win the Stanley Cup this year. I actually picked the Flyers to win it, and right now they are not making me look good. I feel kind of bad.
I will root for the Flyers all day if that means the Penguins don't make the playoffs. So the outlook for the Blue Jackets making the playoffs doesn't look good. If we don't make the playoffs, I'm not going to be happy. But if the Penguins don't make it, I think that will be able to cure me. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah, well, I'm really tired of Pittsburgh. Like,
I think it's out of them too. Flyers and Penguins out of them too who won't make it.
I mean, when you got to pick between those two, I mean, do you want to watch Sid, the crybaby Crosby, make it again, or do you want to see Borjak and Kevin? I mean, the guys that have in Philly are just dudes.
I'd rather take the Flyers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Flyers all day. I picked them over Pittsburgh any day of the week and twice on Sunday to get into the playoffs. Between those two, easily. Yeah. I think outside of Pittsburgh, no one likes Pittsburgh. Like,
this is true. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
No. They made me a fan of Vorchak going off on the reporter this year. I was like, whoa,
that was fantastic. That was
Vorchak, yeah.
Well, because apparently that guy in the past has written some really bad stuff about Voracek and the team, and it's just gotten to the point where Voracek's like, "I'm so over you, dude." Like,
just said it was the first time those two had spoken, like, because he wrote an article about a Halloween party 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, just absolutely ripping the team for like, no, because they have nothing else to do and feel like, I guess this guy had nothing else to do, and Voracek's like, yeah, no, I'm not having that. Yeah, and he still answered the question. He's like, I didn't even want to answer the question.
You're such a rat.
But he answered it anyway. So great.
Yeah, I think we touched on that. I think in episode 4.
No, was it episode 4? I thought this was like really early. I thought it was like episode 1 or 2.
No, it wasn't 1.
I know
it might have been 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2. It was pretty early, but yeah, that was so great, so fantastic. How you did that.
So at least for out of the North, I'm gonna say I got Winnipeg coming out. As much as that pains me because of Pierre-Luc Dubois being over there, I'm going to say Winnipeg makes it out. The Central, I have no idea because in my eyes, honestly, it could be a 4-way tie at this point in time between Tampa, Florida, Carolina, and Chicago.
That's very nice for the Hawks.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the Blackhawks making it to the semifinals?
So in my eyes, the Blackhawks are kind of in the same position as the Blue Jackets were last year, because the Blue Jackets, we led the NHL with man games lost to injury. It was like 530 man games due to injury, and we had in just about like a 70% AHL roster. And we still were able to get into the playoffs, knock out Toronto, and get like everyone thought we were going to be in the Red Wings' shoes or Ottawa's shoes, but somehow we weren't. I don't know how. Cam Atkinson was terrible. And I mean, okay, you can point at the Blackhawks all you want. I think the situation's a little different, honestly. You guys lose Jonathan Toews, you lose Brent Seabrook, Corey Crawford to retirement / signing, and Kirby Dach to a beautiful broken wrist in the World Juniors. And
preliminary game. It wasn't an actual game that actually mattered. It was a preliminary, just warm-up game.
It's because he's tough.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone was counting us out. Even I said, like, I would love for us to finish 4th, but I saw it more of like a 6th, maybe a 5th. But the fact we're playing so right now, like, if we get hot at the right time and someone just sneak out of the Central, just because the fact that Central's beating up on each other, and we've held, besides the first couple games against Tampa this year, we've actually been pretty close with them. Like, we lost to a 0.1 second goal in overtime, and we beat them in a shootout. Like, we've been pretty much keeping up with Tampa all season so far, outside of those first 2 games.
Have you taken Tampa to 5 overtimes? I think not.
I mean, I'm not sadistic. No,
I'll tell you what. I hated that game. It pissed me off.
You lost that game too.
Well, honestly, at that point, I didn't care. I was like, just somebody score so we can get this game over with. Dude, the game started at 3:00, which was dumb. I was working. Okay, so I was working at home, and I'm sitting there watching the game. Starts at 3. Next thing you know, I'm sitting there like, dude, it's like the 3rd or 4th overtime. What the hell? It's like 7:30. I got to eat and all this. 9:00 comes around. I had so much planned I was going to get done that day, and no, we're just going to play for the entire day. So,
and then we're going to try and kill Vladislav Gavrikov twice before we put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, right. I think since the sweep, we've played Tampa really well, almost every single game. Yeah,
I don't think Tampa is invincible. I think for the fact of what you guys did to them by sweeping them, and it's just after that, it's like they're doing okay so far this year, but I don't think that they have the Central locked up like everyone thinks they do. I think a team out of the Central, I think Carolina, Florida, even us, even probably Columbus, if you guys figure it out, there's 5 teams in this division that could easily get out of the Central to go to the semifinal of the playoffs and face whoever is the whatever seed they're going to do this with. So I think the Central's wide open. It's a lot more open than people think it is. I mean, Tampa is not invincible.
They just got to stay afloat. I mean, if they stay afloat, literally the way the contracts worked out and everything with Kucherov, he can come back for the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
That's gonna be. Then we're talking a whole different story. If he's back that's
his timeline is right about postseason start.
That's gonna be a scary thought. You getting Kucherov back right by the time the playoffs start. Of course, how good is he gonna be though? Because he's been out for the whole season. Yeah. You gotta get him ramped up right.
Well, he's gonna be rested.
Well, but he's gonna also be sitting for the entire season though too. So yeah, he might be rested, but he doesn't have the game action that everyone else has had. And all that.
I'll take 50% of a Kucherov over 75% of this league.
Yeah,
that's also very true. I mean, I would say out of the divisions, you're probably maybe looking. Central's wide open. I really can't pick anyone in the Central because anyone can do it. I would say probably I'm going to go with Toronto on this in the North. Yeah, the North is kind of open. I still think Toronto's going to do something. And then the West, it's going to be Colorado. The East, I'm picking the Islanders. If I had to pick a Central team, I'm going to say Carolina because Carolina is just so good. And just the fact that team is kind of – they've been getting better every year, and I just think out of the teams that are in the Central right now, if I'm not gonna say Blackhawks, I have to go with Carolina because they're just too good right now. So I'd say Carolina, the Islanders, Colorado, and Toronto are gonna be the 4 teams in that semifinal matchups.
I think another team that could be a potential surprise, and you're gonna hate it, is the St. Louis Blues because of Vladimir.
Tarasenko.
Specifically Vladimir Tarasenko came back today. He plays today, and he's been out all year. And I think with that, it's going to depend on, can he be healthy? Can he come back and put up the production? If so, that could be a hard team to beat in the West, also on top of Vegas.
I don't know though. Binnington has not been playing. He's not been playing really well this year. So I mean, it all really depends if he can figure it out. I'm still thinking that Colorado and Vegas are pretty much running the West right now.
No, I agree with you. I think it's St. Louis is a team in addition to Minnesota, but St. Louis is a team to kind of keep their eyes on because St. Louis is second place in the West right now. And they're just kind of flying under.
Man. That Bennington's worth the price of admission.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those things that all depends on how some of these guys come back from injury and how they're going to play. That's all.
Oh, we got a hug fest in front of the goal.
All right, so we got another one from Derek. If you could handpick a star player to join from any of the other 30 teams in the league, who would it be and why?
Matt Barzal.
Because of today.
No.
For our team, what do we want to make it a bit more in depth that would fit in our team?
Yes.
I would say Matt Barzal because outside of today's goal, I mean, that guy he's always fun to watch no matter what. Like if the Hawks aren't playing and the Islanders are somehow on at the right time, I'm throwing an Islanders game on because I want to watch him play because he's that good. That just his skill set alone, both ways, and just his offense is so electric that if you put him on a team that's more offensively sound, like I've said, than what the Islanders actually are, he's a walk-in almost 100 points a season. I would love to have that type of talent on this team. Bar none. Outside, because everyone's going to pick Connor McDavid, everyone's going to pick Jack Eichel. And I'm saying a lot of people would pick those guys, a lot of those big namers that everyone talks about, Matthews and McDavid. Yeah. So I'm saying Matt Barzal. I would pick him easily.
Mine's easy. I just want centers. Any center.
Yeah, I'll take Jack Eichel or Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl.
There you go.
Okay, you guys have centers. We don't. We have
I'm saying. I said everyone's going to pick Connor McDavid or Draisaitl or So I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not mad at you about that.
If
I'm going to take Patty Kane.
I wouldn't. But I go down a different route. Like we're lucky. I wouldn't want to change our first line. Like I'd keep Marsha and Pasta and Bergie. I don't want to bring in as good. The perfection, exactly, mate. The perfection line. But I wouldn't want to bring in another four. I'd go defenseman right now, going out the box, and I'd probably pick. I'd go Hedman, Victor Hedman. Okay. I'd take him for the Bruins. And I've got a massive man crush on Yossi, but I think he's getting on a little bit. But I think I'd go Hedman. I think Bruins need a defenseman who can score a bit more right now, especially since we lost Krug. Obviously.
You don't want Chara?
Chara, no, you can keep. To be honest, I loved him, but last year I was saying, he's definitely past it. He looked a lot slower on the ice. Charlie McAvoy was picking up he was turning over the puck a lot of times, more than ever. And I was shocked that when we didn't offer him a contract, it didn't surprise me, but I was surprised someone picked him up. From obviously watching a lot more games than you guys do with Bruins, he by far decreased like out of nowhere like that. I wasn't upset we didn't offer him a contract. In hindsight now, yes, we need him for the depth, and I put him on like the third line or something. But yeah, I miss Krug so much more than him. I was devastated when we lost him. I'm still not over that. I think that was a terrible decision. I always think Bruins are pretty smart with their decisions, but there's one there I can't defend or why. We had the money, we had the cut. We had a contract set up that he was going to accept, and he didn't accept it. We didn't offer it to him. He was happy to do it, and then we tried to do some, we were about team-friendly deals up there, and then obviously he's like, I can get more now, and we kind of ruined that big time there. With Tory. But I go out the box because, as you all say, everyone would pick a center, but you don't want to disturb what you've got going pretty well. So go ahead. I would go Hedman in defense.
Yeah.
What I would do is I'd kind of agree and disagree with Zach. Is I would handpick Connor McDavid and then trade him for 3 centers.
That's not how it works. That's not how the question works.
It doesn't say you can't do anything with him.
Very true. Very true.
Come on, Derek. Got to be more specific, Derek.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and pick Wayne Gretzky in his prime. And then I'm going to trade him for 12 Jack Eichels. And then I'm going to trade those guys for like 39 players for your team that are fantastic.
Wow, there's a Jackets fan in Dallas? I'm shocked. You guys actually travel?
They were there the other night too.
Okay, well there you go. That's nice to see you guys are actually
coming from the Blackhawks fan in South Carolina.
Okay. Hey, not my fault. I live here, man. I'm from Ohio, but I live down here now. So don't.
Yeah.
Don't give me too much
Okay.
crap.
A Blackhawks fan in Ohio.
I'm not picking the Penguins.
Okay. Why not the Red Wings?
Because Detroit sucks.
Oh yeah, they've always sucked.
I just don't like the Red Wings. I've never liked the Red Wings ever. So.
Okay.
Let me ask you: the Red Wings the other night when they wore those retros, did they not look like the Ohio State team?
They're terrible. I hate those retros. They're so
not really. I mean, it looks more like a practice jersey.
If you'd have seen them in person, it was scarlet. It was the silver. It looked like an Ohio State hockey uniform.
Which is sad because the Ohio State uniforms are actually nice. I mean, their hockey uniforms are pretty nice. It's just so sad that Detroit's is that bad. It looks like a practice. It looked like the All-Star jerseys from when they were in St. Louis, like the all blue, like the all whites, or like those were so bad.
I actually like those All-Star jerseys quite a bit. Now,
I think retro looked like somebody was given a date to turn in a project and they forgot about it until the night before.
No, they forgot about it as the bell rang for the class to start. That's when they figured it out. They're like,
my dog ate my homework.
Scribbled it down really fast.
Oh man.
The funny thing you mentioned Ohio State because I'm actually an Ohio State fan, so it's funny how you worded it, how Detroit's jerseys look like that because
they really did. I mean, we were sitting in the stadium. That was the first game we were allowed back, and one of the ushers even come down to me. He's like, "Hey, don't those look like Ohio State?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing."
That's so bad. That's so bad how Detroit had all this time to figure it out, and they picked the worst one. I mean,
it's not as bad as Anaheim.
No, I think if Anaheim went back to the actual Mighty Ducks ones with not the flying duck, but the actual normal duck logo that they had when they originally came out, those been good. Toronto's with the blue numbers on the blue jerseys is so stupid. Toronto, like, why would you go with blue numbers on a blue jersey? And it's just like that makes no sense.
The announcers up in the press box just blowing a gasket.
Yeah, because they don't know who's who because it's like they're trying to look through binoculars to try to figure out who's what guy because you can't see the numbers at all.
Yeah,
like that's just so bad.
We'll hit a quick score update. The Maple Leafs are up 2-1 on the Canucks with 13:52 left in the third. The Coyotes are up 4-2 with 13:28 in the third.
Wow.
The Canadians are eking it out over the Jets 6-0 with 11:52 left. The Ducks are now up 2-0 over the Avalanche. Halfway through the second.
Okay.
The Blue Jackets are about to come back and get 6 straight goals against the Stars, but they're currently losing 2-0. And the Blues are up 1-0 over the Kings.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But how about Arizona, the 4th straight after going down 2-0?
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel bad for Arizona, honestly. You know, you're wasting so much contract on like Clayton Keller and things like that.
That sucks.
And they're just terrible. I mean, hey, you got Phil the Hot Dog Man Kessel, so he's an all-star.
Hey, they also did have the contract rights to, Arizona Coyotes legend Pavel Datsyuk. So
yeah.
Just hit him back up. And they also got the contract of Marian Hossa too. So just bring those guys back. That'll help your team out.
Speaking of that, Maniac is still playing hockey somehow. He's like 55. It's insane.
Yager's still playing hockey too.
Yeah, Yager is as well.
Dude, it's crazy. No. He's gonna end up keeling over and dying on the bench in the middle of a shift change.
At the face-off
the age of 99.
Yeah.
He'll be 99 years old, jumping over the boards and having a heart attack mid-jump over the board, and it just keels over. Like what?
Yeah, so, wow. He's only 49 years old. Actually, a lot younger than I thought he was, to be honest.
Who's that?
Jaromir Jagr.
49.
He looks 94.
Yeah, he looks like
Pavel Datsuk's only 42. Good Lord.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess they didn't play that long ago, but still. I mean,
Datsuk's in Russia, right? Is he in Oh, it's the Russian gas.
Getting on the gas. I was just going to say.
It's the Russian gas. That's what's giving him more immortality.
Yeah. Dude, the Russians
don't talk
insane,
about it. They'll poison your family.
Yeah, we get in trouble.
Yeah. Just like Panarin having to run from the KGB, it seems like.
Dude,
what's the latest on him? What's any latest on him?
No idea.
Just
the last thing I saw was that this whole story about the assault and all that stuff was all entirely made up. Like there's no suspect or there's no victim. No one's saying anything. The only person that's saying it is this dude who's a friend of Putin's. Which
the players from the team said it never happened.
Yeah, I'm like,
has he even been back to Russia since COVID? Like, when was it supposed to happen?
He apparently this happened like in 2011 or something. Yeah,
2010, 2011.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Jeez.
And I don't know. He's probably hanging out in his garage in Connecticut somewhere. I have no idea.
Yeah, I bet the Rangers would love to have him back right now. Like, as if they have enough of their own issues.
Well, yeah, because
Zibanejad
doesn't want to. He doesn't feel like playing. It's insane.
I feel sorry for the New York. What's his name? Lafreniere. Like he had a great. Even Kako's done not much this year. He had all this attacking around him, so they got excited for him, but they haven't stepped up, have they? Really?
It's crazy. It's insane how the Rangers got they got Capo Caco and they got Lafreniere, and like they're supposed to have Panarin and all these guys, and they're doing
done nothing. Yeah,
they've been the biggest disappointment in the league.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be pushing for the 4.
The Rangers right now are becoming the Edmonton Oilers, where they're just racking up like top 3 picks and they're doing absolutely nothing with them. It's just so stupid how the fact that the Rangers got so much young talent, but they're just going to waste them for their first like 3 years of their season.
What pick was the goalkeeper Igor? Like he's another. He was high, wasn't he?
Igor Shesterkin.
Yeah, he was pretty high.
He had been high. So you got Kako. They've had a lot lately. And
so,
I don't know how long he's out for as well. He went off injured the other night, didn't he?
He was drafted in the 4th round.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah, 118 overall.
I find it really poetic justice that the fact that Tony DeAngelo wants to get loaned to the AHL and no AHL team wants to have him.
Yeah,
have fun. Go to the KHL and waste away the rest of your career in Russia because no one over here wants you anymore.
Hey man, it's fine with me.
I'm not upset about it. Good for him. You know, fine. Get him out of here.
Montreal is now up 7-0.
Oof.
We put the mocker on the Jets tonight, didn't we?
Crazy. The Blues are now up 2-0 as well.
Straight up cursed.
Yeah, straight up. I've got
it's like a 7 spot on them. It's like, jeez.
That's our fault, Alex, for picking them to come out of the north.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
we got a little bit of a screaming match right now.
Which game?
Jacket Stars.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Oh no. Yeah, Max is just John with someone.
Oh, that's nothing new. Speaking of Max Domi, that dude better pick it up. If not, I could see him being traded. Honestly, I don't know how much patience Yarmo and Torts and stuff have for guys to wait years
Jack
for them to develop.
Straight up.
See you, Max.
That's crazy. Like you see Galchenyuk going to like 9 teams in his first like 6 seasons, and Domi's almost getting up to that pace of just getting traded to almost everybody. Like,
well, this is his 3rd team. He played in Arizona for a few years, in Montreal, I think for 2 or 3.
Oh, but Galchenyuk had a cup of coffee in Carolina before he gets traded. Like he gets traded and gets retraded again. Like
they stopped him at the locker room. Like, stop.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we were just kidding. We don't actually want you. We're just no.
They didn't even leave him. They even let him leave Canada. They're like, actually, just stay in Canada. You're just going to go to Toronto instead. He's like, okay,
yeah,
like, thanks. He didn't even leave the country. They're like, no. We traded for you, but we're gonna change you right now. So it's
I'm really enjoying Ryan Dzingel. He left the Blue Jackets to go to a contender to Carolina, and then he gets traded right back to Ottawa. All over again. I'm loving that. The little pretty boy thinks that he knows all about me. He's not as good as he thinks. I think he has a lot of skill and he could be good, but I think he's too much of a prima donna. I just now saw that nonsense with Domi. So I think you are way ahead of me.
I'm at the 8:39 mark in the second period right now.
Okay, I just refreshed. I'm at 8:23.
Knox tying it up.
Oh, I'm at 8:30 right now. It's crazy. We're all watching the same game. We have a bunch of a different time feeds.
I flicked over to Knox Maple Leafs. They've just tied it at 2-2. I'm pretty sure
the Jets just scored.
They come back.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Montreal just absolutely just dropping this game after being up 7-0 and losing 8-7?
That would be hilarious. I'm sorry. Absolutely hysterical.
Canadians fans will burn down their own barn.
They're going to fire their coach again.
They're going to pull a Vancouver and just burn the whole city down, and then just going to do the arena because it's like, well, okay, why not?
Yeah, we don't have any more city that we can burn.
Oof. Start making their way over to Quebec.
3-2.
Yeah.
Nuts. 2 goals in a minute for the Nuts. They're up 3-2.
Jeez. You're just spoiling everything for me, Howard.
Sorry.
You're faster than NHL.com, Howie.
Hey, the Jackets actually lead in shots right now.
That's an absolute miracle.
13-12. You guys have really held Dallas to pretty much nothing this entire period. Because would they have 10 by the time that the first period ended?
I think it was. Yeah, it was about something like that.
Yeah, so so basically 13 minutes in, you guys have only given up 2 shots for the.
We're a third period team.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I did see you guys were going to win 3-2 in a shutout. So right now Dallas has the 2. You guys just got to find a way to put the puck in the back of the net.
Yeah, man, those 3-2 shutouts are pretty crazy.
Or shootouts, whatever.
I was wondering where you go with that.
Yeah. It's been a long week. Just leave me alone. I work overnights, dang it.
It could be worse, Alex. Jordan, that you guys had on the pod the other day, one of his partners, Warren, they were on live TV before the playoffs one year, and they asked for a score prediction. On the local news, live TV, he says, 5-3 shutout, Bob.
What? How many beers did he have?
Many.
A lot of beers.
5-3
shutout. Plus 3.
5-3 shutout.
Wow. Zach, you're gonna Howard and Boomer. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but Zach, I got a finalized product. So
no.
The color is he did it originally in the orange.
Yeah, text it to me.
So hold on.
Oh, it's 3-0.
So all of the massive amounts of people here, and then you guys, we are getting a new logo, and
still win, Alex.
I'm getting shut up, man.
Dallas just what a snipe.
Who was it?
I think it was Heiskanen.
That's 2 in a row for him.
That was a nice snipe job.
No goals coming into this series, has 1 in each game.
Dallas came to play tonight.
Yay, Dallas. Woohoo. Avalanche scored. That's 2-1 there.
So is this the final product?
Nathan Walker scored for sorry, to get excited. The Aussie boy scored for the Blues, Nathan Walker. That's awesome.
Yes, he's redoing the color.
But
Jets finally scored.
So it's not going to be this exact color, but this is the final. What it's actually going to look like.
Yeah, for now. Then he's going to readdress it, but yeah, he's going to do it that red.
Okay, and the second photo you sent me, that's what it might look like on stuff.
Yes.
That is his third NHL
pretty
goal.
slick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that is actually really phenomenal. I am not upset about this. It is. So the question is, are we dropping this tonight, or are we going to wait to drop this? Because it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'm not going to lie.
If we need to, we'll show these guys.
Yeah,
we get a sneak peek.
You might be getting a sneak peek.
Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, sorry, I was getting a bit excited. Obviously, the hometown boy Nathan Walker just scored his third NHL career goal.
Oh, nice!
It's pretty cool. So yeah, he's getting a good run lately. He's played. He played in the first line the other night.
Okay,
which was pretty cool. And so look now, I'm pretty sure. Yes, he's played. That's tonight's his 22nd NHL goal. Game. Second goal, 2 assists. He started in 2017. Still hasn't reached double-digit games in the season, but I reckon he will this year. He's played 5 in a row now. Exciting times.
So where is he from? Is he from down there, right?
Yeah, he's from Australia. He's from Melbourne.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he's been around for a year. He's played for Capitals. He started at Caps. Let me just double check his.
I remember. I know he's from Australia. I just didn't know where exactly he was from.
Yeah, so in 2017 he got his start, played 7 for the Caps. Then he went to Oilers, played 2 there. Back to the Caps now. He's St. Louis. He scored a goal last year, and then 5th game this year, and he's not one in.
Okay,
it's an exciting time.
So Howard, who's your Australian football team, and do you watch the A-League down there at all, or not really?
Yeah. See, so my backstory, I was actually born in England, and I moved to Australia when I was 16.
Okay.
So obviously I brought up with Premier League and that the quality for soccer.
Yeah.
Football is terrible out here. It is vastly improving, but it's still like very young. So I watch Sydney FC games now because that's who two of my closest mates support. I used to be a Mariners fan, but you got like 4,000 people to a game, and the atmosphere was terrible.
Yeah.
So I just it's tough, but AFL wise, the Sydney Swans.
Oh, okay.
Is my team. So obviously the old South Melbourne team rivalry with you guys.
Yep. North Melbourne, and then I'm the Melbourne Victory, or my
the Victory
team. Yeah.
They're terrible this year. They're last right now.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the Victory right now. So the Melbourne Aces in the Australian Baseball League are looking pretty decent. So
but that is Ronald Acuna Jr. played there. His junior baseball there.
Yeah,
he was out there for a year.
Yeah.
We are meant to have the Blue Sox meant to have Manny Ramirez over here this year, but what a clusterfuck that was.
It's Manny Ramirez. No one's really shocked about.
Yeah, he came over, and obviously Sydney got hit with COVID for 2 weeks, so they played the games out of town. He complained about the training facility and then refused to play. And they spent a lot of money getting him over here.
Yeah,
he didn't turn up to these training clinics. He's meant to put on for all his kids.
Yeah,
so it's pretty disappointing. But what do you expect? He came out here for a holiday and a quick $100K pay.
Yeah, that's funny. Manny Ramirez refused to play. That's 13 years in a row.
Hey, Zach, go ahead and Zach, check your phone real quick.
But it's funny with sport. I'm much more into my American sport than
right.
My Aussie sport anyway. Hockey number 1, then I go 2 is baseball, and then NFL 3rd. I can't stand basketball. I think it's trash. Sorry if you like it.
I hate it. No. I hate
my God!
I've kind of gone back. I've gone back into watching a little bit more of it now. But yeah, it's the super teams and the flopping and just all the nonsense.
The super teams are a joke.
Yeah, for me, it's hockey and baseball are definitely the tops. NFL for sure. I mean, yeah. I would say even like soccer is probably like a top 4 sport for me because I watched FC Köln out of Bundesliga, Tottenham, Columbus Crew, stuff like that. Because I'm from because for me from Northeast Ohio, you have to go for the Crew. Like that's
all day. Well, and 2020 champs.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I was living in California when we won the Cup in 2008. When they were down in LA. I was like 6 hours away, and I couldn't go to the game. I was actually kind of upset about that.
I think this year it makes it even sweeter with all of the shit that went on the last few years.
Yeah,
it's the last year in map free. Like, there's so many reasons why I think it was just perfect for us to win it. It was it should be a Disney movie, honestly.
It
probably will be.
David Ayers is getting one, so
I mean, it's
really.
It's a big FU to the league for trying to move the team to Austin, and then it's like, no, we're gonna keep them, and then we're gonna win the cup 3 years later, just to show you that, like, yeah, you can try your best to get rid of us, but you're not gonna get rid of us because we're the first team in the league. Nah, we're not going anywhere. We're staying, and we get a nice new stadium. So,
Domi's trying to go at it again.
Have to like soccer in general. I'm gonna go based off the logo. I'm pretty sure I know who you are.
Chad.
Get out of here.
Come on, Chad. But no, Alex, this is it? Like,
I mean, if we want to alter the shade, then fine. But
I love the shade. I love the shade. It's fantastic. I'm not upset about this. Oh, no! All right, now I'm finally seeing this little brouhaha or this shouting match, this hug fest.
It's a hug fest. It's a hug fest.
Are we actually gonna see legit find this game, or is everyone just gonna everyone's just gonna exchange?
We don't. There's nobody on the Blue Jackets that feel like fighting on a regular basis, other than Foligno, and lately he's just been getting killed every single time he fights.
I like how Domi's going to try. He thinks he's going to fight Klingberg. Like, yeah, that's a really smart idea. Let's go after Klingberg of all guys on Dallas to fight.
Okay. Domi is like a Marchand. He's a pest. He will fight anybody he wants because he is just a little annoying thing that won't go away. So he's going to fight anybody he wants. That reminds me of the I don't remember his name. He fought Ovechkin in the playoffs, and Ovechkin kicked the shit out of him. So he just absolutely one punch dropped him.
It was under Svechnikov against Carolina. One punch dropped him. Yeah,
killed him.
That was
killed him. Yeah, he was out for 8 games with a concussion.
Yeah, absolutely. The Russian punch of death, man.
Russian gas, man. I'm telling you, it gives you super strength. Just knocks you out.
It's crazy.
One punch. So
I don't know. They might fight, guys, because this last face-off, they just took the linesman out with them as well.
Oh, I might flick that game on.
I'm like 45 seconds ahead of you, but I mean, at about the 2-minute mark, there's a face-off where 2-3 guys and the linesman all go down on the dot.
Oh, jeez.
How was the linesman in the Reeves fight the other night? They both went down, he ran in, and he let him get up again and go. He did not want to step in there.
Yeah, you do not want to get in between Ryan Reeves.
Has he lost the fight yet? Guys.
I think he's perfect. I don't think he's got in a fight at all.
All right, the Jackets the power play. The Boomer's probably halfway through the power play already.
I'm at 113.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
yeah, 152.
I'm at 150.
Man, you're quicker than me. I'm on 125.
Man, you guys
I'm a big fan. They just pump it straight to my house.
Yeah, live feed. Get it to number 1.
So, Alex, are we dropping this thing tonight, or are we holding on to this? Because I'm fine where it is right now.
So he sent me another one. It has it's like a different shade of red. I'm gonna send it real quick.
All right.
It has more of an old school vibe to it. You'll look at him. You'll understand it more when you look at it back to back. Yeah, right next to the other one.
Yeah, probably.
You can pull this up real quick.
Everyone's like just thinking, like, what is it? What is it? Show us.
No. Get us to a bunch of followers and subscribes on YouTube. If you guys aren't subscribed to our YouTube, go do it because you suck.
I actually subscribed today, but my name's not Little Boomer on YouTube.
Little Boomer. Can I ask how much do you pay for season tickets? How does it work over there? Because you get so many games, obviously.
I buy the whole package, so I get all 41 games.
Yeah.
Last year 2 years ago, we sat in the upper bowl, for 41 games, I was paying, I think, like $128 a month.
Yeah.
And then about 2 weeks in, I didn't want to go too crazy because I didn't know how much my wife was going to like it. And about 2 weeks in, my wife's like, we need better seats. I'm like, done. So we spent the season going, and we ended up down by the Cannon watching the games from the Cannon. So we come in that entrance. There's a bar right there that I drink at. The Cannon's there. I know people on the Cannon crew. I know the usher there. So it just made sense for where we park and where we come in and out to just move down there.
Yeah.
Now, those seats, I'm paying about $6,600 a year. Now, with the full package, I get all 41 games, and then I have first priority to playoff tickets as well. So I'm guaranteed every home playoff game since I'm a full season ticket holder. Half-season ticket holders are guaranteed if there's four, they're guaranteed 2 playoff games per series. Quarter package holders are guaranteed 1.
Yeah.
And being full season, I can actually keep my exact same seats for the postseason. So all my kids have moved out. This is what we do for fun. So instead of buying really nice cars, we buy Blue Jackets tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
And if you can't make games, is it easy to sell them? Do you guys sell them?
Actually, I don't sell mine. If I can't make the game, if for some reason one of us can't go, then I get on Twitter and I get one of my followers. I'm friends with the guys at the CBJ Artillery. They're the ones. That's how I actually got the name Little Boomer.
Does that say 4-2 Vancouver? Did they just get the what?
Yep, Vancouver's up 4-2 with 3 minutes left in the third.
Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
Oh,
I saw
you're
it.
fine.
I'm like, excuse me? All right, I guess Vancouver decided to show up tonight.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, when we can't go to a game, literally I get on Twitter and there's some people that follow me that have notifications turned on because I'll put out a tweet. Who wants to go to the game?
Yeah.
I got 1 seat with me. And within 5 seconds, I've got a reply. Or if neither one of us can go and the kids can't go, then I'll put the pair up and I'll ask a trivia question or something just to give them away. I mean, I've already paid for them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge somebody out the butt to go see a game that I can't.
Yeah. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of
it's one of those things like you can choose where you want. So when you start the season ticket process, you talk to one of the reps and then you can kind of choose where in the arena you'd like to sit. Now, obviously the better the seats, the more expensive they're going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can pick, you can get a full season, you can get a half season or a quarter season. And then the quarter season, you can kind of pick which section of the year you want to go. And then there's other packages like you can get 6 games or 10 games or something. And then you can just pick which games you want to go to. And then most of those, you're going to have the same seats every time. You can get it so you have the exact same seats every single game, or you can get better seats and then they just change every game based on the ticket availability that there is currently or anything like that.
Yeah, see, I don't like change. I have OCD, so I want the same 2 seats for the entire season. And when we moved from the upper bowl down to the lower bowl, when I was in the upper bowl, I always want aisle seats. I got a knee that sucks, so I want to be able to stick my leg out in the aisle. So I was supposed to be on the aisle, and I was actually 2 seats away. And then I switched reps in the middle of all that. So my new rep, I told him we wanted to come downstairs and spend a lot more money. I said, pick a day. We're going to walk the stadium. You show me what's available. I'm going to sit in the seats and tell you yay or nay. And probably about 3 days before COVID shut everything down, I picked out my seats for what should have been this year. Yeah. And since COVID has happened, I paid for all my games this year out of pocket and let my season ticket money carry over. So next year I'm 100% paid for.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get back.
Money.
No, yeah. I cannot wait till we get back full house. Like not this 25%. I want all 19,300 people in there.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, people question Columbus is a hockey town or not. And,
it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I love it.
Dude, Game 4 against Tampa. Oh, Game 4 against Tampa. I was in field artillery when I was in the Army, and this was the loudest thing I'd ever heard in my life. My ears rang for 2 days after that game.
Nice. Hey, Alex, our boy's on TV right now. Look at him go.
It's the hometown kid.
No, it was great. It was great to have the hyphenator on when we did that. Was a fantastic episode. That was a lot of fun talking to him.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What was a really good couple episodes you guys did is when you had the Native American group on. I learned a lot.
Yeah, that was one. I was, to be honest, I was actually kind of nervous about that episode because I didn't know how that was going to be received from everyone. So there could
have been quite a bit of blowback from people, and frankly, we didn't care. We kind of knew that ahead of time, and we really didn't care if there was going to be any or not. It's just one of those things
I saw like one person comment on it, and that was about it. Like I didn't see anything else. Like I was really curious to see how that was going to go, but surprisingly, it was a lot of good feedback from what I've seen. So I was actually kind of nervous about how that episode was going to go. So because we were like super early into this, we're not even 10 true episodes deep because I don't really count our special editions as true. 1 through like 110 to all of that. So for us being so early into this and doing that, I was wondering to see how this was going to go. So I'm glad that so far it seemed like everyone's kind of enjoyed that one. So I'm glad I'm glad you enjoyed that one. That one.
Yeah, it was actually surprising because I actually have Shawnee blood in my line, and somewhere way, way down, we are actually related to Tecumseh. So I literally went out a couple of years ago and I bought every Wahoo piece of clothing I could buy because, well, I'm that guy. But that's my logo. That's what I grew up with. This PC world that everything's changing to, as a 44-year-old, I'm just like, what the hell? So I bought 2-3 hats. I bought my hoodie. I bought the shirt. And I'm going to wear them because I offend people on a daily basis and I don't care.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, because I actually, I know we're doing this for hockey one, but I also got another one called Rockin' at the Jake. You want to check that one out? It's an Indians podcast. So we're doing episode 27 tomorrow. But we actually, Alex helped me out make the new intro for the podcast. So
it's funny you call it the Jake because I still call it the Jake.
Oh yeah, I mean, as an Indians fan,
it'll never be progressive.
Yeah, well, the old logo has Naquin doing the horns after he did the inside the Parker against the Jays a few years back. So, but that's why we called it Rockin' because it's just the Rockin' of the Jay was just a perfect name for it. Yeah, I would say go check that out if you're a big Indians fan. Go listen to that one. It's a lot of fun. But yeah,
well, let me ask you this, Zach. What I want to know is how are you a Blackhawks fan, an Indians fan, and live in South Carolina?
I'm actually originally from Ohio. I was born in Warren, but my hometown is Ravenna. And so I'm from Northeast Ohio, so that's why the Indians, the Browns, stuff like that. Hockey, I mean, I was born in 91, and at the time that Jackets didn't exist.
Right.
I was born into the notion of like you don't like any team from Pittsburgh. Now I never really liked Detroit, and I just fell in love with the logo and just playing the NHL games and stuff like that. And it kind of just manifested from there. And then we used to live in North Carolina for 6 years. So we became, the Hurricanes are my dad. The Hurricanes are my dad's team, but I consider them like my second team because we had season tickets down there, and we actually were at Game 7 of the 06 Cup final when they actually won it in Carolina. We're like very last row, so I consider them kind of like my second team. But it's just the Blackhawks. It's just the logo and the jerseys and stuff like that, and just playing the games. It just kind of got me into them a lot more. It's just how it worked out and stuff like that. And we live in South Carolina now because my wife's sister was originally down here, and then because my wife wanted to be closer to her and her nieces and stuff, I said, all right, we'll just move down and be closer to them. So mostly moved down for my wife just because she wanted to be closer to her sister, and then her folks plan on coming down when they retire and stuff. So it's kind of a whole, just come down here, be closer to family. So that's why we're down here now. But yeah, I'm originally from Northeast Ohio, and my dad used to write for the Record Courier out of Ravenna and stuff like that. So he covered the Browns and the Cavs and the Indians and all that back in the late 80s, early 90s. So that's why I'm a big Indians fan, stuff like that. Blackhawks it was just coincidence, just a bunch of other, small factors. So.
Well, it could be more. So my stepson has lived in Columbus, Ohio area his entire life. He's a Jackets fan. He's a Reds fan, a Lakers fan, and an Eagles fan.
Ugh, that last one, gross.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Well, it's funny. It's funny when it comes with the Eagles because I haven't been watching football until this year. I took about a 3-year break when the whole kneeling thing started, and that's what took me from being a really big Jackets fan to buying season tickets and diving in head first. And so I hadn't really been watching a lot of football. And, I've sat through the drive and the fumble when I was a child, so I know all about misery on the lake.
Oh, man.
We go to our bar in Columbus, the hockey bar, to hang out with some friends from Twitter, and just our bar was opening back up. We're trying to make sure they don't close down with the pandemic going on. And guess what's on the TV? Browns Eagles. And he's sitting there with me across the table from me, just talking. And then the Browns smack him in the mouth. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do still like football.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, it's just if the Jackets were around in my time, I probably would have picked them. It just is what it is. At that time, I was a big Hawks fan. And then Carolina came around in '97 and stuff like that. And like I said, we had season tickets, so it kind of just at that point.
We got into it gradually. Me and my wife, we've been married for 10 years, been together for 13. And, year one, I went to one game. I knew nothing about hockey. Year two, I went to one game. Year three, I went to one game. And so I went to at least one game every year till about the 9th year. Then I went to 2 or 3, and then it started becoming 5 or 6. And the 2 years before we bought season tickets, my wife kept telling me we should buy a half season pack. We should buy a quarter season. We should do something. I'm like, nah, I'm not throwing that money down. I'm not doing it. So we ended up going to 28 home games the year before we bought season tickets, 22 the year before that. So we went to 50 games the 2 years before we bought season tickets. I'm like, we're idiots.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting to see you hear fans picking their teams and stuff like that. So, but
how I picked my teams? Literally in Ohio history class in 2nd grade. When I learned that Cleveland, Ohio was in Ohio, I became a Cleveland fan. And that was also the same year of the drive.
Of course.
I watched the 97 World Series in Tongdashong, South Korea when I was in the military. So when you guys were watching the games at night, I watched Game 7 at breakfast the next day.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
we were 14 hours ahead of you.
Jeez, yeah. I think we were actually in Atlanta. We were in Georgia at the time, and no, we were in North Carolina in '97. And my dad said I fell asleep because I was only like 6. But he said I fell asleep during that game and missed Jose Mesa giving up the that
throwing the gas can all over the mound.
Pretty much, yeah. And then of course I was 4. We went to the '95 series. I don't remember any of the '95 series. I have to watch highlights to understand the '95 series, and I hate seeing that because just how the umps were in that '95 series. I'm like, nope, can't watch this anymore. And then 16 happened, and yeah, that was probably
what happened in 16.
And I
don't remember. My memory's kind of off. I just don't remember what happened.
We made fun of Golden State for blowing a 3-1 lead, and so we decided to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Was it Raji Davis' home run?
Yep.
To get you back in it. Oh my God.
Tied it up in the rain delay.
Yes.
If it wasn't for that rain delay, I think we would have won. We should
rain delay killed us.
Well, we should have won in Game 5, but we should have won in 6.
I've totally sidetracked this from being a hockey deal.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, we can talk about anything. So,
but you know what? If we're watching this hockey game, this is much more interesting.
Yeah, right now it's not looking too good for you guys. So yeah, at this point, but if anyone's
we've been rebuilding for 21 years. I think we're okay with it at this point. We're kind of used to it.
Hey, if anyone's in chat and stuff, hit us up with questions. Just hockey, sports in general, food, beer, anything. No politics. Just hockey, food, and beer and stuff like that. Like we say at the end of every one of our podcasts. We'll open up to other sports too, but sports, food, and beer. Ask us some questions and stuff like that, or favorite movies.
Bring in politics, you get the band hammer. We don't do that.
What is your favorite sports movie?
Any
favorite sports movie? Oh my god! I gotta think about that. Jesus God, that's a rough one. That's gonna take a minute.
If we're talking my favorite football movie, not my favorite baseball. What's your number one sports movie?
Oh, because if we're going by specific sport, I got you automatically on a lot of these ones. If we're going by all-time favorite sports movie,
okay. I'll tell you mine, and it's going to be, you'll probably be surprised, but I've always been a nerd with like stats and managerial stuff.
You're going to
Moneyball. I fucking love the Moneyball.
I love that movie. That is a very good movie.
I downloaded Out of the Ballpark game after managing my teams, and I was like, copy the way Billy Bean did it. I love Moneyball.
That movie is so underrated. It's a really good movie. I love it.
Oh, man.
I just had to go with this because this was a topic on the Garage Bears cast. And they were doing movies and quotes, and it was such a great segment. If you got dead space, this is the easiest way to fill it.
Yeah. I would say all time, Bull Durham is my all time favorite sports movie. Such
a lot of one liners in that one.
So great. Just it's so good. I mean, and it's so close to how it really is in minor league baseball. It's just so great, and the fact that Kevin Costner's in it, and he did a phenomenal job in that movie. I think that's one of my favorite sports movies of all time. I'll watch it whenever it's on TV all the time. It's so good. Alex, I see Alex still trying to figure it out. He's like, I don't know what movie.
Dude, there's so many that I could easily choose.
All the baseball ones, Miracle, my Ducks movies, football movies. You got like Remember the Titans. It's just so
always goes back to Major League. Being a guy who watched Cleveland suck for as many years as they did, there are so many one-liners. When Harris comes out of that dugout after drinking the rum and yells, "Yo, bartender, Joe Boo needs a refill," and then gets drilled with that bat. I know it's coming every time, and I can't stop laughing.
Hey, I took one of those off the eye last year. I'm not about to lose my sight.
That's a tough one. I think for me, I can't pick one. I would say I have a 3-way tie for first, and that's probably
you can't do that though.
I can't pick one right now.
I would say 1A is Bull Durham, 1B is Major League because they're just so like what Lil Boomer said, they're so quotable.
Okay, so then if we're gonna do that, 1A is probably Rudy. 1B
offsides. He was offsides.
Would probably be Slapshot. 1C would probably be We Are Marshall, and then 1D is Major League. So if I had to pick, I love Rudy. I can't.
We are Marshall's a very underrated movie. That was a very underrated. McConaughey did a really good job in that movie.
Oh, he did fantastic.
Very underrated.
It's not knocking anything else. I love other movies like The Rookie. I think is a really good movie.
I like For Love of the Game. That was actually a really good movie.
Yeah, that's another really underrated movie. I would say Tin Cup is another good one too. Tin Cup's. Mike, you know what? I know you're our boss, but get out of here with that Cleveland sucks takes. Take your Detroit nonsense and get out of here. That was just rude, sir. I like how Alex had to throw that up for us, but yeah, Mike is our boss over at Belly Up Sports. So, Mike, you're hilarious with your Cleveland still sucks takes.
I mean, he's got some really good takes. He's a very intelligent and knowledgeable man. Very good, very solid-minded individual.
Yeah.
And Mike, if you're going to do it, you can't say we still suck. You got to say they're shitty or they're shitty again.
Oh,
we are even shittier now of all the Mets you took of us. Are you talking Indians or are we talking Browns here? Lindor still hasn't got a hit for us in. I know it's only spring training, but 12 at Mets now.
That's right.
You're a Mets forgot you're a Mets fan.
I forgot you were a Mets fan. Yeah, thanks for stealing Cookie Carrasco while you're at it. Like,
I'm excited for him.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah,
that's what Cleveland does. We build pitchers and give them away.
I would love to keep Cookie a little bit longer, but I guess not. Jeez. All right,
he's going to be number 4 in the lineup is insane as well. I'm pretty excited for our pitching lineup.
Jeez. All right, actually, we're back for the third period. What?
Let's get this going.
15 to 14 in shots. That's pretty interesting. The fact we got.
So I've got comments to add for the movie. So Max, who is a graphic designer for Belly Up Sports, is watching, and he said he likes Any Given Sunday, and then he also likes The Fighter.
Okay,
for sports movies.
I give him a little bit of respect for Any Given Sunday. That's definitely another good quotable. That's a good one. I give him some props for that.
Now
Can we?
We'll go. All right, what are you guys' like top 3 hockey movies?
Oh.
Well, number one, Slapshot, and if it's anything but Slapshot, then you're wrong.
Miracle for me is number 1. I'm sorry.
I would have to agree. I like
not
Miracle
even in my
a lot.
top 3. Miracle's not even in my top 3.
All right, then you better have Goon up there.
I love Goon, but Goon's not my top 3.
Okay, you don't like Goon? All right, hold on. I got to go get my Doug Glatt jersey. I'll be right back.
Hot take here. I don't like Goon. I'm not a fan of Goon. Honestly, I say for me, top 3 is Miracle, Slapshot, and I would just say, I would say D2, the Mighty Ducks, because of the Ducks jerseys and stuff like that. And it's just that movie. I think that was probably the best one out of the 3 Duck movies, in my opinion. The third one was just weird, being out of. Yeah, it was weird being out of prep. But what about you, Boomer? Who was your top 3?
Slapshot's number 1. Slapshot is without a doubt number 1. I love that one. And seeing as how I'm a little bit older than you guys, I got to see Mighty Ducks when I was a kid, so it's number 2. And then the most underrated hockey movie of all time, Mystery Alaska. I don't know why, but I absolutely love that movie.
That one's definitely. If we had to do a top 5, that's always my one of my other go-tos.
Everybody forgets about that one.
It's so good. Youngbloods was another good one too. That's another underrated hockey movie. It's underrated. Yeah, Mystery. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Mystery Alaska. That one, like you don't think about it until someone mentions it or you see it somewhere like on Twitter or Facebook. You're like, oh, that's right, Mystery Alaska, because there was a lot of good one-liners in that one too, and that one's actually so good. So,
and every time they do an outdoor classic, I want to watch Mystery Alaska.
Right? That would be. If someone ever came out with a Mystery Alaska jersey as like a throwback night, if the NHL ever did something like that, that'd be just fantastic.
Miracle's not as big a movie for me because, like I said, being a little bit older than you guys, I watched that. I watched it live. I was 8 years old. We stayed up and watched it.
Yeah, Alex, Boomer actually dropped a Mystery Alaska on us as one of the movies in his top 3.
Jeez.
Yeah, Yeah. What about you, Howard? What's your top 3?
Yeah, mine's nothing out in the ordinary. Slapshot, Miracle, and Mighty Ducks. Mainly, Mighty Ducks what got me into hockey. Being brought up in England, never heard of it. Okay. So I watched it on TV, and that's what made me start getting interested in hockey. I didn't become a full-time pledged fan until probably 2009.
Okay.
Just due to time, games that was on while I was at school. Didn't have the money to pay for NHL Game Center and all that.
Yeah.
So I always enjoyed watching it when I could on Fox Sports. And then, about 2009 is when I got into hockey.
Yeah. So we're doing wardrobe changes now.
Yeah, Alex, I went Miracle, Slapshot, and D2 as my top 3 with talking about Mystery Alaska, and I also mentioned Youngbloods is another underrated hockey movie. What's your top 3?
Miracle, Slapshot, and Goon.
Oh, you missed my hot take. I don't like Goon. I
absolutely love Goon, dude. Ross, the boss, Ray would kick the shit out of literally anybody, and nobody can change my mind.
I've seen it one time, and that's it.
Dude, Goon is hilarious. I love it. Goon 2 is okay. I don't mind it. It's kind of more of a story driven rather than just a stupid comedy hockey movie, but I love Goon.
The best friend makes that movie. Jay, what's his name? Jay Baruthal or
oh yeah, Baruchel. Yeah, Jay Baruchel. Yeah.
Pick 69.
It's hilarious.
Is there any other comments on movies for anyone else in chat, or was it just Max?
No, I think I'm going to go ahead and just say Mike hadn't commented, but I can read his mind. He's a really big fan of The Notebook. He loves The Notebook. No, it's a sports movie to him. Promise.
All right, you're a big jersey guy, right, Alex? You're a big jersey guy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do wardrobe change. I just picked up a new jersey. I'm gonna go grab it so you can take a look at it because they're for pre-order only.
Okay. All right.
I got one of the 4 prototypes.
I think I know. I'm fairly confident I know what he's talking about.
One movie none of us mentioned. What about The Waterboy? Is it classed that as a sport movie?
Oh yeah.
That's a classic.
That's some high quality H2O.
my mom said.
Yeah. And then she showed me her boobs, and I like them too.
Man.
My mama said Gatorade is the devil.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get a beer. I'll be back in 1 minute. Not even.
Okay. You have blast.
Yeah, that crinkle paper is just oof. I don't know what you have right beside you, but yikes.
Yes. I knew it. It.
Oh, that is
good old from our boys over at 614 Hockey. Those things are slick.
They are sweet. This one, Matt Pfeffer, who runs and owns the company, literally bought it off his back at our bar.
Wow.
Wait, so you were at the Arbor and he was wearing it and you're like, dude, I just want to pay for buy it right now.
I was at our bar. He had 4 of them. He had a small, medium, large, and an extra large. He was wearing the extra large. Somebody bought, I think, the medium. And I'm like, I need one of those. He's like, $80. I'm like, what size? He's like, I've only got one of each. There's only 4. They say 5th line on the back. So I've got to get approval. I might not even be able to make these. I'm like, $80? Done. Gave him my credit card. He's like, well, the only extra large I got, I'm wearing. He goes, but I'll sell it to you. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I will buy the little jersey off your back right now. Just give it to me.
Those things are sweet. I love those.
Those are really nice.
They're full dye, so there's no stitching, no nothing. It's all done. And anybody that wants one, I don't know if we're allowed to promote stuff on here, but if you go to 614.com, he's taking pre-orders until March 12th. I think they're $75 up to extra large, and then bigger sizes are like $5 more per size.
Hey, that's not bad at all. Then,
if Matt's watching, hey, if you want to sponsor Cannons Tomahawks Podcast,
I mean, I wouldn't be upset.
I am not going to say no. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, I wouldn't be upset about
or
it.
CBG after the blast, whichever one. I don't care.
Hey, come on.
It's a Blue Jackets one. Come on.
Hey, come on. You know, it's all right.
But yeah, no, I love 614 Hockey, man. They have some awesome stuff over there, and they're really cool. It's a good homegrown local business that just has some awesome stuff.
Yeah, I've got just about every hat he's put out. They're the most comfortable hats in the world, and I have a huge head, so it's hard to find a hat that fits.
Oh, I'm the same way. This hat, I love this. So I've got, what the hell is it? I got a Blue Jackets hat. I got one back here behind me. It's kind of hard to see. Well, you can't see it. It's up. I have another Blue Jackets hat. I have a couple signatures on it, and then this. I got my CCM hat, CCM Hockey from Pure Hockey, from our dope sponsors. So yeah, I wear hats all the time because it took me, Zach, how long have I been complaining that I needed a haircut? Like months.
Yes.
I hadn't gotten a haircut in like 4 months, dude. It's the longest my hair's ever been in my life. And then I went and got a haircut, and it's like not what I usually get. And she's like, oh, it's okay. I'll get it free. It's like, honestly, I don't care. I'm just going to wear a hat anyway. So it doesn't bother me. It is what it is.
I finally made that trip last Friday. With my job, I've been stuck working at the new weed plant out at Buckeye Lake for the last 3.5 weeks. And I've been have to be on site at 8. I can't leave till 4:30 every day. So I can't get to the barber on the way home. And after a month, I usually get my hair cut about every 2 weeks. So I went in and like the beard's out to here. The hair's just everywhere. My barber's like, I'm like, hey, $10 tip. Just make it look good.
Yeah, my hair is absolutely insane. It's probably the longest it's ever been right now, and it's absolutely crazy. I usually wear a hat most of the time,
dude.
Well, see, it's funny with the beard. I usually start growing the beard on opening day, and then I won't shave it until we get eliminated. I'll do a little trim here and there because my stuff gets out here, And this year, everybody was doing quarantine beers. And my wife's like, "Are you going to do a quarantine beer?" I'm like, "No, I do the opposite." So I stayed clean shaven until hockey started back up.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh man.
Here goes Zach.
Still getting hyped up over your logo.
Yeah, we got pretty much got it finalized.
So this is what it's going to look like on.
If we have it on that, yes, that's what it would look like, and that is awesome. Max, if you're watching this, buddy, I love you. You do some amazing work.
Yeah, Max, if we ever meet up somehow, I'm buying you a beer or two because these are just phenomenal. Like, could you imagine these on a bunch of other stuff?
Yeah.
Like Alex, you know what I'm talking about. Why other stuff? You know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hats.
I don't know. We got to get to 1,000 followers first.
I don't know. I mean, hats, hoodies, koozies.
Maybe. I don't
know. Shirts. I don't know. Who knows?
You get a jersey so you can catch up with the Slapshot Sweethearts.
Hey,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
If we get about 2,000, at least 2,000 on Twitter, about a couple hundred on YouTube.
Every single person that follows the Toronto Maple Leafs has to follow us. That way, we're gonna have like 1 million followers.
Let's keep it a little bit realistic here. I don't think anyone from Toronto's gonna be listening to us. How much we trash their team. So
because
you'd be surprised. They love misery.
They do.
Yeah, they're used to it.
Misery loves company. So Alex, are we gonna at least sneak preview it to these guys, or are we actually gonna do a full blown drop for everyone to see this?
Oh, we'll go ahead and do a sneak preview. That's fine.
Just for these guys, but not for everyone else.
No, we'll do it for those watching. There's not a ton of people watching. It couldn't hurt.
Oh, I guess why not then, right?
Yeah.
Well, for anyone who's watching on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you're about to get a little sneak of what our new logo is before we actually drop it everywhere else. So
let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and share Slack. Make it easy.
Too many can just drop it right in the middle of this with like all four of us on the screen. Just drop it like right in the middle.
All right. So we'll go ahead and do that. So anybody that's watching, say hello to the new logo for the Cannons and Tomahawks podcast.
Damn. Fresh.
Yes, sir. Yep. Max, huge shout out, man. Thanks for making this thing. This thing is really nice.
Yep. I know he said he wants to do some more work on it. He's super OCD like me, and it's like never good enough. I totally understand that. But yeah, that's what we got, and that is a mock-up of what it can look like on a shirt. That's pretty sweet. I love it.
Yeah. Now think about this on sweatshirts, hood. Yeah, just.
It's got to be an old, like one of the old school hockey sweatshirts that's loose fit with the strings.
Of course, you have to. Yeah, you have to do that. It would be just fantastic.
Yes, you gotta get that in a snapback. Honestly, if I get that in a snapback, I'm okay. Give me the t-shirt, the hoodie, the snapback. We're good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe on a
koozie
logo. Maybe on a koozie. I don't know, but yeah, big things to Max.
Is that what you call a koozie?
Yes.
We call them stubby holders.
Stubby holders.
Stubby holders.
Wow.
Stubby holders.
Stubby holders. That is a
chuck
term.
is stubby because that's what you call your cans, like little cans.
Okay, hold on. This is happening.
4-0.
No,
no. Good thing I can just turn that off.
Yeah, Howard, I learned a term from some buddies of mine who are also fellow Kanga fans. They said do not say root when you're talking about root for a team because that translation is really mistaken. So you guys say cheer or support. You can't say root in Australia, or people are going to look at you differently.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't say it because my father-in-law might be watching this, and he's got So Howard, do you want to explain to people what root in Australia means?
Root.
Don't know.
Do we have a MA level on this podcast? No, I'll keep it clear. It's just pretty much when you want to get frisky with your partner, you go for a root in the bedroom. That is pretty much what you say. You'd be like, when you're younger and you go out and you at a nightclub and you pull a girl, you see your mate the next day, you go, did you root her? That is the standing of rooting in Australia.
Yeah. So basically, if you're ever Australian, they ask you who you support. You say, I root for someone. Yeah, don't say root.
You'd be like, what? you root your team? What?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. There's a lot of.
Yeah,
different slang.
Yeah, stubby holders though. That is interesting how you guys call koozies that. Yeah. Wild.
So,
stubby.
That's wild.
I have to ask this: how often do you actually see a kangaroo?
Where I live,
daily.
On the wallabies, daily. So wallabies are like half the size of kangaroos, get nowhere near as big. If you look them up, they're cool. You get like little rock wallabies, but kangaroos, if you're out in the outback, they're everywhere. Like you're allowed to kill them because they're a pest. So,
they're so adorable. How are they a pest?
Only country in the world where you're allowed to kill your coat of arms, which is a kangaroo and an emu. They're a pest. Farmers kill them because they destroy fences, they knock them down, like the cattle, everything get out.
So I don't think I think they're adorable. Why are they a pest? Just because of that? Because
they can get up to 6 foot. No shit, they big. You've probably seen pictures of them. Like they can be muscly and ripped.
Yeah.
They're about like Floyd Mayweather. They're annoying as shit.
That is a perfect way to describe it.
Howard, let me ask
there's a lot of dead ones everywhere because over in Australia, on the front of every car, you call it a rhubar, and it's these big metal bars because they just jump out in front of you if you're on highways, and they will just ride off your car. So everyone who can get a rhubar on their car, get it, and you just unfortunately see the poor bastards are totaled on the side of the road. Like if you're going on a whole highway, you'll see one every couple of kilometers.
Let me ask you this: do you run into drop bears in Australia?
That is the biggest myth ever. It is, and I love it. You got to keep it going with the people who believe it.
Shout out to Kevin Smith and all them from Jay and Silent Bob Get Old because they talked about drop bears when they were in Australia. Fantastic stuff.
It's insane how many people believe it from that. Like that,
I know it's so
a rumor has never caught on so well.
That's so the drop bear was so funny. Like the fact that they did kind of like an animation for that story when Kevin Smith was talking about it on that. I still watch it at least like once a month because it is just so great. And the one where they did when they're in Ireland, that one's also fantastic. You have to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, look at Kevin Jan Bob Get Old in Ireland. They have a couple other ones right there in LA and a bunch of other places. I think they got one in Scotland too, but the Ireland one and the one in Australia are fantastic to watch. I watch them at least once a month. They're so funny. But yeah, I had to ask you about the drop bear just to get your reaction to that one because it's just that rumor is so great.
Going back to kangaroos as well. The law out here, like you don't have to do it, but if you hit one and kill one, you have to check if it's got a joey in its pouch, and then you have to spray paint the dead kangaroo with a pink X to let you know that you've checked this pouch for a joey, and then you're going to take it to like the local wires. So the joey's like the little baby that lives in the pouch.
So you got to like have a can of red spray paint in the glove box just in case?
Yeah, you get people who are dedicated to it, right? And they'll be driving on the road. If they see a dead kangaroo on the side and it's not spray painted, they'll get out and have a look.
Oh my God.
And then they'll check and see if there's a joey inside, and if there is, you ring it. They call it wires, and you ring up the wires, and they'll come pick them up.
All right. Well, to anyone who is who loves kangaroos and who might be who part of PETA, we do not condone this. We don't condone this. We do like animals and kangaroos here.
If you type it in on just Google say kangaroo, and you'll see them all spray painted. That is the rule.
That's
spray
wild.
painted
We do
with
the
an
same
X.
thing at Nationwide Arena because the hoodie is the official jacket of Columbus, Ohio. So when you're leaving our bar after a game, if you hit someone, you got to check their front pocket for an extra beer. Goalie team for Columbus too.
Oh my gosh.
Corpy out, Vinny in.
What is Max Domi like? What?
He's trying to fight and nobody will fight him because they're just laughing at him.
He's trying to fight Jamie Benn, and Jamie Benn's like, can someone get this like pest off my shirt, please? Like, go home, kid. Oh, man,
you guys use some interesting terminology down in Australia.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure if
I'm looking at I'm literally looking at it's 25 of the top Australian slang terms, and obviously a Barbie, I knew what that was.
Yeah,
but it's like there's a bogan is for a redneck.
There are some words that we really can't say because we will probably offend some people. So there's gonna be some that we're gonna have to like not actually mention because someone's gonna get mad.
Like, see, off the top of my head, I can't think what you won't know because it's normal to me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of some right now. Like,
does Foster's really mean beer?
Mate, no one drinks Foster's out here. It's one of the worst beers in the world.
Yeah,
I've never ever seen it on tap in a pub. Some old pub might have a can of it in the background, and it's got dust on it. Because
that has to be a joke. Because I've heard Australians say it's basically just piss beer. It's just like
we call it cat piss. That's how bad it tastes.
Dude. It's ridiculous. Like there's so many things that I don't know. Like I was talking to one of my buddies who lives in London, and I was talking to him, and he kept talking. Oh, I was at the shop, and I stubbed my toe on the trolley. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He kept talking for like 20 minutes. Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, a trolley. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I just told you. So he's like, hold on. He just took a picture of it, and he sends it. It's a freaking shopping cart. I'm like, oh, so a buggy? He's like, a what?
Yeah, we call them trolleys. Yeah.
Buggies or shopping carts.
Dude, buggy's what I would have got in today if I played golf. Drive the buggy around the course.
I think the biggest one that threw me off was they don't say pants. Like, so in America, it's
trousers.
It's pants.
They say trousers.
No, they have something different for everything. Like we say pants. It's like, oh, they go jeans and slacks and trousers and all this. So I'm like, dude, it's just pants. Everything's pants. I don't even care.
I haven't got them on me.
Like they call a shirt, like was it like a vest or something like that? They don't call it a t-shirt.
Singlet.
A what?
A singlet. So a singlet is no sleeves. A
singlet is a wrestling outfit for a high school kid.
Oh really? And you go.
What do you call a hoodie over there? What do you call a hoodie? Like a sweatshirt.
We call them a hoodie still. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say
we're normal. We're normal in that department.
Okay, let's say I was waiting for something wild to come out of nowhere on that.
No, not for that one. Okay, this one will get you all. Sandals. Do you call them sandals in America?
Yeah.
We call them thongs.
Thongs?
Yeah.
That's what they were called when I was a little kid.
Oh, thong? Yes, there you go. Thongs.
But now in America, we all wear Crocs.
Oh,
no, not all. But yeah, we call them flip flops or sandals. That's what we call them.
Yeah, they're called thongs over here, and then thongs are called G bangers. Like your thongs are called G banger. We could be going down a bad road on this podcast.
Yeah, this is a podcast. This is a podcast. This is just
an Australian slang learning lesson now.
Yeah, well, no, this isn't a podcast. This is a straight live stream on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So, it's just, we can't filter any of this out. So, if you're watching this, hey, welcome to Australian slang with Howard and the boys.
So, what do you call a young surfer?
A grom. Is that when you got on there? That's what it
says. It says a grommet.
Yeah. Call them groms.
What in the world is a long, passionate kiss? Is a pash?
Yeah, I wouldn't use that one though. That's a bit too bogany. Too rednecky, that one, really.
Too redneck.
It literally says it's a long, passionate kiss. A pash rash is red irritated skin. So it's a hickey.
No. A pash rash is like you're macking on the chicken and like all the lips and everything are red around there after because your beard's just rubbing on them.
Oh my Lord Almighty! That is hilarious. You call it all right? What do you call a 24 pack of beer?
A case.
On here it says a slab.
Oh yeah, a slab. Okay, yeah, slab as well. Case or a slab. Slab of beer. Slabs are usually tins. Tins as well. So like tinnies. That's what you call them. A tinny.
That is.
I'm on a bit of salsa right now.
So you put a titty in your stub holder?
Yeah, a titty in my stubby holder. Yeah, and then the tall beers that are like a liter, we call them a long neck.
A long neck? We call those tall boys.
Yeah, those are tall boys, baby.
We call them tall boys.
Oh my gosh,
that's
wild. I straight up could do this all day.
Everyone's like, you come here for the hockey, you stay for the Australian slang section.
Sorry, it's more interesting in this game.
Yeah, if you came for this game, it's 4-0 Dallas with like 5 minutes left, and it's 24-21 in shots in favor of Dallas.
Yeah, but Columbus is on the power play.
And well, I'm on a 4-on-4 with like 13 seconds left, but Max Dummies try to have like 3 fights, and no one wants to dance with them. So,
I'm trying to think of what else.
Let's see here.
Your tinny in your stub holder.
Put my tinny in my stub holder.
Oh my gosh!
What do you call it? What do you call it? A biscuit?
Yeah, I'd say I would still call it a biscuit. Why? What do you got on there?
It shows a bicky.
Oh yeah, bicky. Yeah, so because that's a lot. Australia just shorten a lot of things. So everyone's name will be everything. A lot of things are shortened. Like post office, you call it the posto. The servo, service station, servo, gas station, whatever you call it, a servo. Everything ends with an O, like the bottle shop, bottle O. Like you just shorten everything and put an O on it. You've probably got it right.
That's insane. Like it's everything I'm seeing. It's like it's either with an O or it has like an E sound at the end. So there's Bicky, Christmas is Chrissy, chicken Chrissy. Is Chook. Like
Chook.
Oh my word!
Everything. Yeah, you usually put an O on most things. You'll get it right.
There's some stuff in here I'm avoiding because it would probably not go over too well.
No, there'll be a lot of offended people on this, and we're not here for that.
Yeah, probably offended that you got a Bruins fan on to start with, let alone the rest of it.
What? Oh my God, this is the best one. What is wine in a box?
Wine in a box.
Yeah, so boxed wine.
Yeah, goon.
It's a goon.
Okay, here you go. What do you reckon we call a sausage?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
A saucy?
A snag. A sausage is called a snag.
A snag.
Yeah, wow. SNAG is a snag.
What in the world?
Oh my god.
So you go around your mates, you go, we're gonna chuck some snags on the barbie and have a couple of long necks.
Good.
And put the long necks in our stubby. If I go tonight and catch up with mates and tell them you call them koozies, that is hilarious to me. And then I'm like, they found stubby hilarious. It's funny how it works.
Oh my god!
Koozie to me is what you put over a teapot. Like you put a koozie on a teapot. Put the tinny in the stubby. Yeah. It's a bit of a euphemism there as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though in hindsight,
that definitely means something different.
But I've never thought about it so much. So right now, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's where we went with it.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, so real quick score update. We got the Avalanche up 4-2 over the Ducks now. The Blue Jackets are about to pull out a 4-goal comeback to tie it up here with 2 minutes left in the third. Blues are currently up 3-1 over the Kings with 5:15 left in the second. Flames and Oilers are 0-0, 10 and some change left in the first. Earlier in the day, the Rangers beat the Devils 6-3. Islanders beat the Sabres 5-2. Penguins over the Flyers 4-3. Panthers killed the Predators 6-2. The Canucks beat the Maple Leafs 4-2. The Coyotes beat the Wild 5-2. And the Canadians just destroyed the Jets 7-1.
Man, Arizona came back and just absolutely just went to town on Minnesota. That's wild. What is the last game? That Vegas and Sharks, is that what, 10:30? Is that start time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that starts here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that. See, it's always been a rivalry between them guys. Gets a bit heated.
And to everybody's surprise, Alex, CBJ Twitter is in full meltdown mode again because
what's new?
When are you guys not in meltdown mode?
After a 2-game winning streak. As of 24 hours ago, we were winning the cup.
Man, after every loss, you guys are like, fire this guy, trade this guy. This is just whatever. Like, you guys are just.
Hey, all I know is that Jack Eichel deal. Max Domi and Brad Larson for Jack Eichel.
Man,
we laugh, but Sabres are that off their heads. Like, who knows what they'd take for him if they're really going to do it.
I think there's a lot of frustration there. It's built up because of Jack Eichel, and then you get Taylor Hall, and then you sign Jeff Skinner to this absolutely ridiculous contract, and now he's just riding the bench. And Linus Ullmark couldn't stop anything in the world. I don't know what the deal is over there.
Any of Eric,
make like $27 million?
What, Skinner?
His contract's $9 million.
Like Eichel, Skinner, and Taylor Hall, the three of them combined make $27 million.
Yeah, how much is that? Isn't Barlin on good money as well? He'd be doing all right.
So yeah, Eichel's got a $10 million, Skinner's got a 9, and Taylor Hall's got an 8. And Jeff also, Skinner signed for so long,
and with a complete no movement clause.
And think about this too. They also have Eric Stahl on that team. They have Eric Stahl on that team too. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, they picked him up this year.
Yeah, luckily he's only at 3.25, but still, he's 36 too, so that doesn't help.
But he still played really well in Minnesota, though. I mean, don't give him you can't fault him that short. He's been playing really well. It's just for whatever reason you go to Buffalo, your career just takes a nosedive.
Yeah,
it's just a pit in Buffalo.
Or you could play 16 years in Minnesota, come to Columbus, quit after a week.
Yeah, I understand it, but it's still frustrating. But
Devils fans might have
Texas just scored a shorthanded goal.
The Stars scored?
Yeah, shorthanded.
Oh, I am about 57 seconds right now.
So they also have Kyle Okposo, or however you say it, on $6 million as well.
Yeah. I forgot they had Okposo. Oh my gosh, no way.
$6 million. Sam Reinhart.
Wow.
5.
Keep watching to see Liney's face here in about another 30 seconds.
Wow, that was how. Wow.
I think is this the first time the Jackets have been shut out though this year?
No, Malcolm Subban shut us out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Subi.
Forgot about that.
I think this will be the third time actually, isn't it?
Backhanded pass over 3 Jackets. This dude's all by himself, and wow.
Looking at the bright side, at least we split with them.
Oh,
should have taken both. Absolutely should have taken both.
Yeah, Line is not he is not happy right now.
No, he does not.
Jeez.
Nashville shut us out. Chicago shut us out. Dallas Skinner shut us out. That would be 3.
Alex, do you remember the episode where we talked about how upset you were for the fact that you got shut out by an AHL backup goalie, as
Dude,
you put it?
I was so pissed off that we got shut out by freaking Malcolm goddamn Subban.
Who you quote as an AHL backup goaltender.
He is.
And his 3 best saves are from the left bar.
That left bar was just that. Yeah, I'm just turning the last 15 seconds of this game off. I'm gonna just put on something else because this is.
Homie, I've had it off. I've had it off.
I guess the only other because right now.
Oh, they just shared a stat. That's Jake Otterington's first shutout. So once again, another first happens against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Another first.
Oh, Vegas against the Sharks. I want to watch the Battle of Alberta. That's an easy answer.
I forgot Battle of Alberta.
Oh,
I had Ducks Avs on because it's quite close right now.
Oh,
Ducks are on the power play as well.
Hockey Night in Canada's got the Battle of Alberta game. They're on CBC right now.
Yeah, I forgot.
I just turned that on. Yeah, it's on CBC.
What do you guys think of Matthew Tkachuk? Yeah, all haters or?
I think I love him. It's just his meltdown against Toronto earlier this season after Muzzin flipped the puck at him. His freak out.
I think he's one of those guys like Marchand, and Tom Wilson's a touchy subject right now, but especially like Marchand. If he's not on your team, you hate his guts. But would I love to have Marchand or Matthew Tkachuk on the team? Absolutely.
I'll take it
without a doubt.
I'll take Tkachuk, not Marchand though. Marchand,
I would absolutely take Marchand.
He's cleaned his act up the last few years.
Marchand is he's like Cam, but if Cam Atkinson was a little pissant that wants to get under everybody's skin, that's exactly what Marchand is, and he's good too. That's the problem. He's
on fire. Like he wrapped up his 300th goal this year. 360 assists. He's going to get nearly 800 points by the end of his career.
Even if we had him on the Blackhawks, I would still not like Marchand. I just don't like him at all in general. It's not because he's not on my team. I just don't like him at all. Would I take Matthew Tkachuk? Of course, definitely. But
okay, would you take Tom Wilson?
Oh heck no! Tom Wilson's a prick.
He hasn't even got skill to back it up. Tom Wilson. He hasn't got the skill compared to Marchand and Tkachuk.
I don't know why that clown's still in the league after all the suspensions he's got for all the dirty shots he's had. It's an absolute joke how this guy's still in the league.
What I find funny as well is the Caps fans who defend him. I'd be so pissed off. He was their second round. He was their first round pick. They wasted a first round pick on someone who spends more time in a penalty box than on the ice. He's had over 1,000. I looked it up the other day just out of curiosity. He has over 1,000 penalty minutes already, and Marchand has 700 something. He has over 1,000. He's played 5 years less. He fights more. I give him that, so he's going to get more fighting. But it's insane. 1,000 penalty minutes already. He's been in the league 6 years. That's a lot of time off the ice for a first-round pick.
Yeah, Edmonton's rocking the all blues with a bright orange logo for their game tonight for the Battle of Alberta. Now, if these were their home jerseys compared to their ones they have now, these would actually be nice as their normal regulars because the ones now are so boring to me.
Oh.
Yeah, so, Brad Marchand, before I could let him come to Cleveland or to Columbus, 2 things have to happen. One, he has to buy Cam Atkinson a new stick for stomping on it. 2, he has to sit down and let Scott Harrington punch him in the back of the head for no reason.
And I'll be good.
And he'd be happy. I feel like he's the type of guy who would cop that. I think he knows who he is, and he doesn't hide from it either.
Yeah.
He's always honest.
Johnny Gaudreau just had a nice that was fantastic.
Johnny Ham and Cheese.
Tied 4-4. Anaheim just scored 2.
I turned that off to put this game on. Damn it. And Kings. Kings are now tied.
Well, Kevin Shattenkirk. I just dropped him for my team, a fantasy team today. And, of course, he scores. Piece of crap.
Alex, did Max send you this, or is this something that you did?
Max.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice.
I'm so mad.
Ask him what
we got a fight in the Battle of Alberta. Who is that?
Oh, man. Now I'm behind.
Nurse and Lucic.
Luch.
Oh, man. Luch is beating the crap out of him.
I'm missing it.
Turn it on. I'm 50 seconds ahead of you.
Far behind.
I'm at 450. I'm at 450 on this.
I'm at 430. I'm at 430.
Yeah, Alex. Yeah, on this.
Nurse ended it. He ended it.
Here we go.
Alex, ask him if he can do on some hoodies and stuff and jackets and stuff. Yeah, that looks nice on the knits. Okay, I'm finally seeing the fight now.
Yeah. Oh, Luch has got him. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I just saw a glove come flying across the ice and then the camera pans back.
I like the respect at the end of that fight. They're both like, good fight.
Yeah, as Nurse pulls his tooth back through his lip.
Yeah. Oh, Luch. I do mean.
That was good.
Not
an
amazing player, but he's always going to have a spot in my heart from 2011.
Honestly, the Calgary jerseys, these are another ones. The home ones that they have. I definitely get one of the home Flames jerseys. Those ones are nice. It gives me like the McDonald and Theon Fleury vibes from like the late '80s. That's what these Flames jerseys give me. Alex, what do you think? Do you think these Oilers jerseys, whether primaries, do you think these would be a lot better than the ones they have now? If those are extra
the ones now are boring.
Yeah, these ones are extra really nice.
So Zach and I actually just recorded a big episode we were ranking all of the NHL home jerseys, all 32, including the Seattle Kraken that they released.
Now, there's a disclaimer. We based Arizona off, we thought was going to be their burnt reds that they have, because we thought that's what they were going to have. If we knew they were going to be their Kachinas, were going to be their main home jerseys.
Number one, for sure.
It would definitely have been a top 5, top 3 jersey, but unfortunately, we didn't know that, so we actually put them in a different spot. And I said the disclaimer on the episode that
his version of the disclaimer was throwing me under the bus.
Zach ranked everyone else.
I would say my pick would be Blackhawks would be number one for me.
Who?
Blackhawks. I love your logo. I think it's the best in the league.
Hey, Zach put them number one. I got to guarantee you that.
Who would I have number 2? Off the top of my head, thinking now.
He's got a 31-way tie for second.
I'm not going to confirm or deny who I put number 1.
We already know. We listen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will say the Blue Jackets are not number 1 on mine.
They shouldn't be.
They are.
So are we talking?
I have them number 9.
I had them. What I have them out.
You had them at 6, and I had them at 9.
I had them at 6. I give them some respect. So
this year's home jerseys, yeah.
This year's home jerseys. Like I said, I did not throw Alex under the bus. I really thought we both thought they were under the burnt reds. I didn't throw Alex under the bus. I don't know why you keep saying I did. I didn't.
So I made it. I'm just giving you shit. I made all the graphics, and then I sitting there started looking at the videos and their Twitter and stuff, and all they were wearing their Kachinas for the whole season. And I was like, dude, I'm not remaking all these graphics just because of that. So
yeah, right. And that's why I didn't say it was Alex's fault. It's just unfortunately, we didn't know that these were the Kachinas were going to be their mains. We weren't going off the burgundy reds. Unfortunately, that's how it worked out. So, but yeah, the Kachinas would definitely be so much better. But for you guys, I did put Chicago, Ottawa Senators, and then Vegas was my top 3 because. Ottawa Senators New Jerseys are really nice. So,
dude, I love those New Jerseys. They're so.
That's what I said. I need to get a Tim Stützle jersey because those things are so nice. And the fact they also have the umlaut, which is the 2 dots above the U, a nice, perfect touch to those sweaters. So, I'm definitely picking that.
I got to get my good old Zagreus jersey.
Zegras. It's Zegras. You keep saying it wrong. It's Zegras.
I would have Hawks, Sharks, just because I love their logo. I think it's great. Third is tricky. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Maybe if I get over being salty, I don't mind the Blues color. I like the blue, the actual color for the Blues.
I put them dead last on mine. I put the Blues dead last. I put the Blues dead last.
Shocker.
Yeah. No bias.
I even said I said
so
there's a little bit of bias. There's a little bit of bias involved in that one. And
honestly, Alex, did you put the Penguins 32nd?
No, I actually had the Predators dead last. I think their jerseys are hideous.
Why?
I put Pittsburgh 12. He put them 10.
Yeah. Like as much as I hate them, I actually don't mind their jerseys. They're pretty cool.
Nice. They are nice.
Yeah.
I put the Kraken 4. That's why I had for 4.
I did overlook that. They look pretty good.
Number uno.
Yeah, Alex put them first.
I'd have them in the top 5 for sure.
First off, the logo is sick. It's absolutely insane. And I think it's just the color scheme for all that is really cool. I love the color scheme.
The hidden tentacle's pretty sweet too.
Oh, it's so cool. Like I'm 100%. It probably, depending on who is taken from the Blue Jackets, I'll probably end up getting their jersey for the Kraken, depending on who it is.
Dean Kukin.
I 100% can easily see him getting taken, without a doubt. I don't think they're going to protect him now.
Oh, we got another fight, boys.
It's a great
real deal. James Neal versus.
I'm at 328 in this game. I am nowhere near where you're at.
Yeah, 315. Stone cold.
Hey, it's Matty.
It's Chuck 19.
Chuck.
Yeah, it's Chuck. Yeah, it's the Chuck.
Oh my God, the turtle.
James Neal.
Right in the class. And was it Neal who it was started with?
It kind of No, it's the whole nonsense with Cassian. Yeah,
that was Cassian. That's right.
I like
how they're just sending everybody to the locker room.
I mean, I like how the fact that like we haven't even dropped our podcast, the episodes on the actual jersey ranking. We're already like revealing like part of our list, but it's
probably the only 4 left.
I haven't checked Twitter to see what our listener count's at actually, so I really wouldn't be shocked. All right, if Twitter ever decides to load. Yeah, there says there's no one watching right now on Twitter.
It's just 4 dudes hanging out.
It's all right. No worries. It is what it is.
Dude, the Blues and Kings are tied 3-3. Good Lord.
Speaking of Kings, that's an underrated jersey. That silver and black is just slick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I had them a lot. Alex had them pretty low. I had them really high on my list. Those ones are really nice.
I like their retros too.
The old school royal purple and yellow.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Wayne Gretzky ones when Gretzky and the Robitaille were there and stuff like that? When it had like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, those ones are really nice.
Anaheim and Colorado are tied 4-4, and they're in overtime right now. 4 minutes left.
And the Ducks are on the power play.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't see the Ducks coming back.
Oh, there's nobody on anymore, so now I can smoke while we're doing this.
You could have done it the whole time. I don't think anyone would really care.
Yeah, I've watched this type of stuff with people smoking in the background. I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy.
I got 27 message requests on Instagram, and it's just
all spam.
All spam. Like,
what do you call cigarettes down there, Howie?
Just ciggies. nothing exciting there. Just the usual shorted.
They're not dark.
Yeah. You got ciggies, darts. Used to call them fags, but you got to stop saying that now.
Yeah, can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That was the English version.
Yeah, that started there. Okay. Sorry, I don't smoke, so I forgot. Durries. That's what you call them. Pass us a durry.
Okay.
Durry. Durry. Yep. So that is a word for it. But they're have you seen how brutal the advertisement is over here on like the front of cigarette packs? I don't know if it's the same for you. They'll have like people dying on the front of the packs, like in the hospital, like to put them off. You go online now and search Australian cigarette packs, and you'll be shocked what they show you on the front. They really try to do a good job of putting people off.
Really?
It's insane. It's so graphic, some of them.
We had a spell where they put a whole full-size piece of paper inside there that you had to remove before you could get the cigarettes out with a gigantic warning. But I always buy the packs that say it'll affect pregnancy because I don't plan on getting pregnant.
You never know. It could happen still.
Hey, unfortunately, after being in the military, I was taught a long, long time ago, man needs 2 things in this world to survive: caffeine and nicotine.
Yeah, 100% agree with that.
And Twinkies.
Guys, Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Twinkies always go in your rucksack because those things don't expire.
Yeah, I just learned that off. You don't get my video. I just learned that off Family Guy. I think it's when the apocalypse, and then there was
gosh, yeah,
that episode.
that was something else.
And then Hostess goes out of business right after that, and someone had to buy all the recipes.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Howard, Boom, I appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out with us for a while. It was
Thanks
fun.
for having us.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
appreciate you having us on.
We'll have to do this again sometime, and Howard, we're gonna have to have you on for about 5 hours and talk about different words. And...
Just have it in capitals. This is not a hockey podcast today.
We'll start a list, and I'll just send it to you.
Yeah. But
we definitely, if we get a chance to do Hawks jackets for one of these live streams, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Just you see me and Alex just trash talk each other for the entire just game.
Well, hey, April 10th.
Is that a Saturday? That's a Saturday game too, isn't it?
That is a Saturday.
That is a Saturday game.
You, Mr. Fifth Line, won't be there because it's in Columbus.
At the game.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll look after you.
Send me a link. I'll come to your intermission.
Yeah, we'll show you out. There you go. There you go. It's live in-game shot from inside the arena. Why not?
Can't hear you. All joking aside, getting in that place, I thought it was going to be a nightmare. It was so smooth. They really had their shit together.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm a guy that I'm not a big mask fan. If I go to a job site and they tell me I don't have to wear it, I'm not wearing it. I mean, I've worked since day one. I've been all over the place. I haven't stopped traveling since it started. I personally don't know anybody that's had it. I haven't had to deal with it. But, I believe it's real. I'm not going to live my life in fear. So when I got there, places like the grocery store and restaurants, I'll wear it because I want to go. I go to our bar, I wear it till I sit down. If I walk to the bathroom, I wear it because we have to. But I was expecting, ushers up our butts just telling people, put your mask on, put your mask on. Not one person wasn't wearing their mask when it wasn't supposed to because they were just so happy to be back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to the jacket. I've been to Nationwide one time. That was a really fun experience. Definitely need to go back there again soon. And I told Alex, if I remember back in Columbus, we definitely got to hit up a crew game at the new stadium because that's going to be a lot of fun too.
I am so pumped to go to the new stadium.
They're not open until halfway through the season, though, right?
I don't know. I haven't paid that much.
I think the plan is they're going to play the first half at Moffray. And then after the All-Star break, they're going to come back and open up the new stadium.
Either way, then the new kits they just dropped for those white ones are so clean.
Those are sick.
The bad thing is
trying to win those already.
I told Alex I want to get more crew stuff, but getting on the MLS shop is so tough because it's so expensive, and they never have discounts on there. Like I told Alex, I'd rather just go to the stadium and just buy all my Columbus Crew gear at the stadium because it's actually not ridiculous as it is on the MLS shop.
Well, when it opens, if you need, I'll go down there. I'll get you something. I'll ship it to you.
Yeah, if I have, I'll have to send you money or something like that whenever, work situation gets figured out and stuff like that. But I'll definitely have to hit you up on like, hey, can you grab blah, 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 blah. Just give me a whole list of shit to go get and I'll just send it to you.
I ordered the quarter zip as soon as the game was over. Like I was still watching the post game and I ordered the quarter zip.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this team does, and hopefully, they got Bradley Wright and Phillips now this year and stuff.
You got Wright Phillips over there, hey?
Yep, we got Wright Phillips and stuff like that, and hopefully, keep everyone else. And I'm excited to see what happens for this season. I'm just so glad that we won the cup again after everything that happened with Save the Crew and stuff like that.
Dude, how about that decision with Zelleray on?
Oh,
what a decision that paid off, man.
Yeah, that was
a decision.
Yeah, to get that dude, it was.
What an absolute stud in the
How about Room too as our goalkeeper? Like go from Zach to him. Like we didn't miss a beat goaltending. That was just fantastic.
No.
Oh, and the big thing at the end of this season is they won that final game without two of their main players.
Yeah.
And we're not supposed to be good till next year.
Yeah.
We're a year ahead of schedule.
Run it back. Run it back
Do
to
it
back. Do it again. Do it again. You just go and three-peat it.
It would just keep sending pictures to Austin.
Wright Phillips is a machine over there.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just looking at his stats now because he used to play for Man City in England when I used to watch it. Well, his brother was Sean Wright Phillips.
The thing,
wow, his goal. Wow.
Yeah, I just saw that. Tom Wilson's been suspended 7 games.
7?
Yep.
7? That's it?
I think I need to leave now before I get angry. Fucking hell.
It should have been at least 10.
Wow.
How do you get 7 out of that? He buckled him.
I think that I honestly think the only
they didn't even put it down as a headshot. They classed it as boarding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They changed it. I don't remember what the original call was, but they changed it to boarding today.
That's
if you watch the replay in super slow, it's the glove that hits the head, not the shoulder.
Yeah.
The problem is the glove bounced the head off the glass.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Like you literally see, and I like how 13 for the Capitals is still like checking the dude.
Yeah, he cross-checked him in the back of the head on the way down.
Yeah,
he was in hospital overnight.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing the puck.
Man, yeah.
Oh my gosh, 7 games. That's so stupid. Oh man, I bet you the girls from Slapshot
I hope
super mad about that.
Look at our schedule now when we play them next.
Well, it's a short.
We already played them
so that's like
5. Yeah, we played them 5 times I think already. So we've got 3 more.
Alex, I'm curious to see how Shannon feels about that.
Oh, we will find out.
Oh, isn't that Meg's favorite player too? Doesn't she have a Tom Wilson jersey?
Yep.
They're probably already on Twitter talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm my Twitter will be just Boston fans sucking for sure.
I can't believe 7 games is all that Wilson got. That's wild.
No, they haven't tweeted in 8 hours, so they must not know yet.
I have no idea.
It probably just dropped.
I know what they were doing, so they've gotten busy, but
yeah.
It's not a few people like should have got more, but it's better than nothing. It's the first few Boston fans I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's made it worse. He was in hospital overnight.
Here's their explanation. Clear repeat offender, although he isn't because enough time has passed according to the rule book.
Whatever.
Because time has passed, it's not considered a repeat offender.
Oh, get out of here.
Bullshit.
That is such trash. Yeah, okay.
I've just gone. Has anyone seen, look at the Habs Twitter. They have David Hasselhoff, who's looked like he's come off a 3-day bender doing a cameo about tonight's game.
Oh no!
Yeah, just go on it now. I haven't got the audio on, but it looks ridiculous. The Habs put it up 2 hours ago.
Oh my!
You seen it? Wow. He looks like he's only come down from going on a bender for 3 days. What were they thinking? Oh man, that is crazy.
Dude, he is so high.
Yeah, I know.
So Habs hockey. I love the real jerseys. They
That
remind
is
me of my former
hilarious.
days, my former swim trunks.
That is so funny.
It's almost as
He's
cool
talking
as
about his swim trunks.
Oh wow, that is too funny.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and end that here. Again, guys, thanks for coming out, hanging out with us. It was fun. We'll do it again sometime, and
for sure.
If I'm free and you need people on, I'll be happy to come on. It was great fun.
Yeah, thanks for messing up your knee.
Yeah. Well, exactly. It's supposed to
make the game more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get to speak about hockey in depth like this over here as much, so it's nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, anyone that's listening, make sure you go check us out over on Twitter at Cannons Pod at the Cannons and Tomahawks Podcast, presented by Belly Up Sports and sponsored by Pure Hockey and Spy Optic. Also, go check us out on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Go give us some subscribers on YouTube. And then also go check out our TikTok because we're bored and we have no life. So we also do that as well.
I'm on that right now. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Make sure also, follow, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating or review because we actually might read it on the show if you actually leave us one. So make sure to go and do that. So
I did. I did.
Thanks, Boomer.
Oh, you know what you guys forgot tonight? There was no trivia or giveaway.
Yeah. There weren't enough people.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta get more than 7 people to watch our live stream. I mean, we gotta at least,
But you know what?
20. We gotta get at least 20.
Yeah. How about we'll just pay attention to tomorrow. Just watch our Twitter tomorrow. Okay. All right. Cool. We'll have one.
All right,
tomorrow.
I'm out, boys.
See you, buddy. All right, Howard. Appreciate it, man.
Take care. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you next time.
Yeah. See ya.
See you, boys.
Well, Zach, it was fun, man.
That was a lot of fun. That was great.
Yeah. So we'll get our wonderful jersey ranking series out here soon. But I think we're gonna try and do another live stream here, hopefully in the near future.
Yeah,
maybe mark your calendars for April 10th. I don't know.
Maybe
we'll see.
We might. If we get more than 20 people, we might do some giveaways. So I mean, invite some people and make sure they watch us, because if you want some cool swag, gotta get some people in here to win some stuff. So
all day. Guys, we all appreciate it. Zach, find him at CLE Zach on Twitter. Find me at _CBJ right there. Until next time, Zach, what is it all about over here at Cannons and Tomahawks Podcast?
Beer, food, and hockey.